Okay, some dungeon keeping just quickly. I had a look into whether the penalties for like speed penalties stack with you know, like exhaustion, speed penalty, the difficult terrain, and also when you're grappled. In the DMG errata, there's a thing that talks about combining game effects, which says that when 2 or more game features have the same name, then only the effects of the most potent one apply while they overlap. And so because all of those things say speed halved, so exhaustion is speed halved, difficult terrain is half speed, grapple is speed is halved. So I'd say they don't stack actually. So if you're like trying to drag someone on difficult terrain while you're exhausted, it's probably still just half speed, I think. Modrons are unfortunately partially organic. They're a mix of biological and mechanical parts, so they can die from poison damage.
It's all in the lips.
No. How would you rule on him being resurrected immediately, or him being replaced immediately with another one?
I think he's replaced. I think his role is replaced in. Otherwise, if you ever fought Modrons, it would be an eternal battle.
That is actually a perfect thing for you to set up right now.
Oh, this was EXP based. We'll be swimming.
Yeah, act like you're being nice to me right now. Fine, you can have your Modron, and then be like, an infinite army is here coming your way.
A Modron army. You guys can just sit back and
only
sick
10
them
guys.
on. It's like the end of the fucking Lord of the Rings where you just get the ghosts to do everything.
It's only 10 Modron, but they're constantly getting replaced. You can't defeat them.
It's like a battle of attrition. It's just kind of like waste all the resources battling the never-ending supply of Modrons.
Yeah.
Another thing was Rain was correct with the fire with fire immunity, meaning that you don't have to make con saves for extreme heat. That's in the DMG on page 110. Where it says creatures with resistance or immunity to fire damage are also protected against extreme heat. And I want to give inspiration to Ethel for thoroughly reading and interpreting Thavius Krieg's contract.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and I've done it again where I'm not even in Foundry, and nobody's in Foundry.
I thought it was just me, so I was just waiting.
The internet wasn't working.
Me too. I was like, I'm gonna just give it a minute until he's like, Alina, get your ass in here, and I'll be like, I don't know, I'm broken.
I'm just sitting on my desktop. Hold on. Where is that?
A question, DM, Mr. DM.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Mr. DM.
Are we back to the inspiration rules of long rests, like 1 day rollover?
I think where it was last is just that it lasts until you use it.
Okay.
And it's just if you forget to use it and then you get more inspiration over on top, it doesn't stack. So that's just your loss. Spoilers. Quick, delete the spoilers. Sorry, just had to reload.
What was that? I was like, Hell Orb, what is it? Who? What happened?
Oh yeah.
What did I miss?
Ignore that.
I was like, oh, who got fucked up while I was gone?
That was just me playing with ideas.
Pretending to blow us up.
Yeah, that's what I do during the week. I just like pretend to kill the party in various ways.
You just play everyone's character. You're like, okay, and then Ethel would come and then my explosion would work.
Like, I'm like,
I like libraries, and then she'd walk right into the explosion. And then, that's what Kenway would say.
Playing with their characters like action figures.
Yeah, like dolls or something.
They're all playing with their Barbies and they're all pissed off at each other and like,
yeah.
It's exactly how it is. All right, I'm doing a recap.
All right.
In the story so far, You ventured into Bell's forge with Ralzala's letter of introduction, and he agreed to give you a psychomorphic core in exchange for 9 adamantine rods, confiscated from him by Zariel's agents. According to his spies, they were hidden in a wrecked flying fortress to keep them safe for her return. You also learned the crew of the Bobbing Imp were involved in the production of the Sunshine drug, made by mixing Tortle yolk with the Malkazidian crystals they were shipping from the Dispatrian mountains. While you processed that information, you went to find Morden Kanan, who said he'd swap your Zemnidian imager for a pint of blood from the demon Kostichi. Ethel was so starstruck, she considered ditching the whole campaign to become the wizard's intern. But luckily, he wasn't impressed, really, by anything. So you dragged her away, and soon you were all using a clever strategy involving Bigby's hand, slime homunculi, a dagger, an empty vial, and a giant eagle to cheese the Kostichi encounter entirely, leaving the afternoon free for a little bounty hunting at the Sea of Victory. There, Jean Lemore told a gang of warlords to go home, while Kenway unbiked their leader Bitterbreath, Mahkah thorn-whipped a bearded devil off another bike, and Ethel finished the job by running the boss over with the Golden Doom, so Alina was free to add his head to her collection. Morden Kanan accepted the Kostichized blood, and was also able to link Lulu's amnesia to the effects of the River Styx. Despite having his #1 fan in the house though, he still wasn't inspired enough to come up with a cure, but he did give Mahkah some fire immunity potions, which you subsequently forgot to use in the Plains of Fire, opting instead for wet Hessian sacks around the heads. Still, you made it to the wreckage, Kenway quite relaxed in the warmth and not quite sure what all the fuss was about. You opted for an old-fashioned Avernian drive-by, running down the Meragon guards and entering at the ground floor. You scaled the fortress, nearly losing Alina and Kenway down the elevator shaft, but for Mahkah's quick thinking, turning Kenway into a gorilla so he could drop a rope down, only to discover that no one even needed one and everyone was apparently just watching the whole show for a laugh. In the command deck, you found the Arcanoloth Zakundi, who was chained up beside the 9 rods. Turned traitor to Bell, he'd learned that the rods actually unlock the companion, suggesting there might be something inside. Then, after JL nearly blew the whole place up by putting a soul coin in the broken generator, you took that knowledge back to Bell and convinced him to let you keep the psychomorphic core as well as the 9 rods. He even freed Kenway's crew so they could help put Zariel out of business. But Mahkah bit his tongue, choosing the people of Elturel in the party over his own, who remain enslaved. Hopefully, if Bell regains power, he won't need to continue his relationship with Levistus, who corrupted Kenway's brother. But whether he might have been willing to cease Sunshine production is a question left unanswered. Bell now accompanies his armies to Elturel, where Yeenagu is said to have joined Baphomet in the assault, and Zariel's return from Mechanus is imminent. At last, Kenway was able to use his water vehicle proficiency to guide the Bobbing Imp back to Bargrivyek's Wharf, where he could fulfill his dream of buying full-plate armor. Now it seems you're finally ready to have Mad Maggie unlock Lulu's memories, and hopefully discover the location of the Sword of Zariel. And that about brings us to now. So, we're still currently in Bargrivyek's Wharf. It's shift 3, and we've just been buying some Ichor and shit from a shop that's called Ichor and shit. Kenway's brought this full plate armor, and also what are Captain Kenway's instructions to his crew? Is he going to take any with you, or are they just guarding the Bobbing Imp?
I guess the major instructions for now is just hold tight here at the wharf, drink, be merry, make sure that the Bobbing Imp doesn't sink. You know, if you have to burn this place down for the laughs, feel free. Like,
all right, yar, I can do that, especially that last one. Also, I realized it was a little bit confusing that Bell could break Yorstra's contract with the crew, so maybe Bugsy explains that Bell is, being that he's of higher rank, the contract was actually made in his name. Bell was a signatory with cancellation rights, or a cancellation rights holder or something. But yeah, what do you do next?
Mad Maggie!
Maggie!
Mad Maggie! Alright. So you head out from Bargrivyek's Wharf, and you drive this this path that you've traveled many times, such that you know your way. It's pretty easy for you to avoid any dangers that might occur, so I'll just skip us over to here. And what does that take? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 5 acres. And 5 soul charges. Where's my little thing? Alright. And I guess you head in to Fort Knucklebone.
As we're making our way on the road, Mahkah just wants to reassure Lulu that hopefully soon your memories will be restored. And whatever happens, you've been a loyal friend to us.
Why are you making it sound like she's gonna die?
Yeah.
Last
What do you
time,
mean?
well,
Whatever
last time
happens?
it didn't get. Like if you lose if you lose more memory, you'll be in our memory. So.
I mean, I guess it's fair because the last time the process this kind of happened, it looked like she was like the dentist from hell, pretty much like drilling into your head and
Yeah.
exploded. So
Yeah, it hurt a bit. I guess I thought maybe that was just because it wasn't working very well. You're right, the drilling, that happened before the problem with the machine, so... I was excited, but now I'm scared.
It's excited.
But I appreciate the support, Mahkah. It goes both ways. You've all been such loyal, supportive friends. I wouldn't trade my time with the party for anything. And you can head
Okay,
in.
I'll shank Mad Maggie for you if she hurts you and use her head on the golden down.
Well, I think she just wants some of the sad memories that she thinks I might have locked away in there somehow, somewhere.
I
But
mean,
she's
if it's
welcome
more
to
than
them. Oh, like if she turns on us? Okay, I appreciate that. All right, so you head in under this this like through this door with this big roller door through these this sort of underneath this this entryway. You're kind of walking through this this big wall that goes around this compound. Where's my hand out? Or Knucklebone. And you can drive in because you're driving the Golden Doom. So I guess you drive in through the side entrance. A couple of these Mad Hats sort of roll it open as you drive the Golden Doom in here, and you re-enter this big trash yard where there are all these Boggles and Mad Cups and Red Cups standing around or bickering with each other and running around carrying things. And you see some more of these Kenku, of course, like working on pieces of machinery and various junk and whatnot. And you can park the Golden Doom. Do you want to do anything with the Golden Doom? Is it like damaged or anything?
I think the only thing that was the issue was we had a slight malfunction, but due to brute strength and stubbornness, we fixed that.
That's right.
I don't think, apart from that, I don't think anything else happened to it.
Sweet. All right. Well, you can like park that perhaps in the garage or perhaps just like in the yard somewhere, and head to Mad Maggie's cave, which is it's between the forefinger and the middle finger, and you head up to this locked gate with this bell on it, this sort of wire fence, and you can ring the bell, and Mickey the Flesh Golem comes over again. Unlocks the gate, it opens it up. Seems kind of almost excited to see you again, like, and then leads you through this empty courtyard with this hardy desert tree with green leaves and red flowers, and you head into this cave. Flame Skull's still just hovering there. staring at you. Head through these caves, through these passages with these sort of rugs on the ground and various wall hangings and collected junk and oddities everywhere, and you go into the laboratory, and Mickey sort of waves you goodbye and kind of leaves you there, and Mad Maggie is sitting on a chair with her feet up on a table, sort of lost in all the junk that's on this table, and she's just like fast asleep on this chair.
Oh, you're born. There you go.
Mad Maggie jumps up. What now? Oh. She looks at you. You're all just like standing there. I was having a wonderfully horrible dream where everyone was dying and I was collecting all of their body parts and there were so many excellent things that I could use in my research. What brings you back so soon?
Reach into the bag of holding, pull out the Zinmidian integer in the second buffer core. Da 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 da!
She kind of walks towards you, and you notice one of these ravens. She had 2 ravens previously, but I think you saw one of the imps in the courtyard be like killed by the redcaps when you were leaving last time, maybe, or a previous time. One of these ravens kind of flies into the room and kind of lands on the desk and just and you just notice that there's only one, and she kind of takes these objects from you like, oh, excellent. I'm surprised that you were able to even find these. I thought I was sending you on a wild goose I mean, I knew you could do it. On a wild infernal chicken chase. Well, my little flying pig friend, are you ready to go through the process again? I promise it'll hurt just like before. Lulu kind of flies over and lands on this like recliner seat made of stitched elf skin leather. I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Do you think if she has Lulu, if you have a quart of strong wine, perhaps it would help with the pain?
Help with the pain? Why would you want to do that? No, I enjoy the pain.
Oh, not for your pleasure, madame.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm worried about.
Does the pain serve some sort of purpose, or just for your enjoyment? I guess those two things can be the same.
Yes, that is the purpose.
any more purposes?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, isn't that why we're all here at the end of the day? To enjoy ourselves?
Interesting. Ethel's like furiously has like posted up like right near the machine and is furiously scribbling absolutely everything down. Pain is good? Question mark, question mark.
Is that even a question? Yes, I collect pain. But Lulu stands on the chair and she's once again, as Maggie is sort of discussing these philosophical questions with Ethel, she's also like strapping this leather strap around Lulu's wrist, and she pulls out this helmet again that has these like 3 kind of cables coming off of it, leading to some of the machines nearby, and it extends these 3 needles in the helmet into Lulu's brain again after she straps it on. Oh, guys, I forgot how painful this was. And there's this kind of main machine there. There's this like electronic console that you saw previously had the psychomorphic core in it. It has all these like dials and switches and pistons and things on it. And the psychomorphic core is like held in this like claw-like cradle that's kind of like a sort of a vertical like tower, sort of, you know, like in the middle of the console. She places this new psychomorphic core, this gold-colored metal sphere, in that cradle, and then she like stoops down and opens this panel in the in the back of the recliner. And you can see also like all of this machinery in the back of the chair. There's like wires and gears and like crystals and other unrecognizable things in there. And she puts the Zemnidian imager in there, sort of in the center of it. So it's like each of the sort of cylinders kind of clips into like a spring clamp. So it's like the middle bit that has like the beholder's eye is sort of in the middle. Kind of like that thing. What's that thing called? This is the second reference to Back to the Future. What is that thing called that has like, it's like a 3...
Oh.
Am I just showing my age here?
Like the engine.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, what is that called?
Back
Oh fuck! It's like on the tip of my brain tongue. Oh well.
I should know that.
Brain's gonna get it.
flux capacitor.
The flux capacitor, yeah.
Capacitor.
Just sort of clicks it into the back of the chair. It looks like the flux capacitor. And it sort of shuts this door. And you know the Sardiorian transducer is already connected. Well, you probably see it. It's already like connected in that panel in the back of the chair as well. And so she powers up the machine with these like switches and dials and things on this main part of the machine. And Lulu is like, I can feel that familiar tingle. It feels like there's a current going through my brain bits. And the psychomorphic core sort of levitates and begins like spinning around, and you can hear it like clicking like a clock, and it begins to glow this like bright, like brilliant red. And Lulu's eyes at this point go white and cloudy, and she appears to go into a sort of a trance. Mad Maggie's like, yes, this is much more what I was hoping would happen last time. And Lulu's kind of standing there. She's like swaying back and forth on this chair, and her trunk's sort of like swinging left to right. She's like, oh wow, guys, it's all so clear. I can see it all like it was yesterday. It's been there all along. My memories weren't locked away or hidden, just jumbled up and twisted and knotted like a pile of string. I couldn't make sense of it. It was just nonsense, but now it's all straightened out, guys. I know where the sword is. I remember. It was 1354 DR. Yeenagu had gained a foothold in Avernus and had opened a rift into Faerun from there. Zariel declared that if the armies of Baldur couldn't defend the material realms, she'd rally the Hellriders and go herself. The celestial paragons forbid us from going, but Zariel defied them. Out of love and compassion, she channeled part of her angelic spark into her sword to give it great power, and we passed through the portal from Faerun and clashed with Yeenagu's army. It's demons and gnolls. And when the battle turned in our favor, Yeenagu fled back to the abyss, leaving the remainder of its army to roam the wastes and pick off stragglers. But they were mostly defeated, and we would have taken the Hellriders home too, if only Asmodeus and his legions of devils hadn't shown up under Bel's command to attack when we were weak. And at this point, Mad Maggie's like, shh, shh. She sort of pats Lulu's head. She's like, just concentrate, my little flying pig. We can watch it all directly on the viewer. Mad Maggie sort of gestures towards these like clear rubber tubes that are in the back of the chair. And you can kind of sort of see that they lead to this like secondary unit that's on wheels. And there's like different colored substances sort of moving through these tubes. And there's this small recess, or kind of like a nook or alcove in this secondary unit. It's sort of like a cup dispenser or something with this little tray in it. And Mad Maggie takes this hollowed out skull and like puts it in this sort of cup dispenser thing. There's this like small metal pipe coming out of this secondary unit, and you watch as this glowing tear-shaped crystal. It's like red in color, and it's like glowing red, and it's kind of like a stalactite. It sort of forms at the bottom of this little metal pipe and drops into the skull, and you can kind of hear it like clink into the skull. It's already like hardened by the time it hits, like. And Mad Maggie like picks the skull up and moves over and like kind of clears all this clutter off this table, just clears it aside. She's like, gather round, gather round. And you see this this thing that kind of looks like a globe, it's like a spherical brass device on a stand with these 3 brass rings around it. And she opens this sphere in the middle of it and like slots this little crystal inside, and then like closes the sphere. And she begins moving her gnarled, clawed fingers about and like chanting in Fey, and this energy comes out of her hands and begins to cause this sort of globe-like thing to spin. And the rings sort of spin faster and faster, and all of a sudden this like holographic image is projected like above the device. It just sort of bursts out like and kind of creates this image, and you're all able to like watch what happens in the image. And so you're looking through Lulu's eyes, and you can kind of see down below the red sands of Avernus. You get the sense immediately that you're like flying above the red sands, and you can hear this weeping sound. And you assume that that's probably Yale on Lulu's back, carrying the sword. And Lulu looks back behind her, and you see this horrific sight. This giant demon. It looks like a gargantuan fur-covered mud skipper that has like a dog-like head and maw and these like sharp teeth. It's kind of, it has like hyena parts. It's like a weird mix of like hyena parts and like fish-like parts. It's got these fish-like fins, multiple tongues coming out of its mouth, and this huge growth on its throat. It's also almost like a frog's throat, like when it's like croaking, and it's kind of lolloping over these like rocks and hills of the desert, obviously in pursuit of Lulu and Yale. And I've got a handout for what this thing looks like. Looks like this.
Ooh, God.
Cool.
Ah, the demon that belongs to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. And this is also like a diagram from the source book, which kind of gives you a bit more of an idea of what it looks like.
Big ugly motherfucker.
Yeah. To both the height and the ugliness.
It's only a little cute.
Yeah.
No.
I suppose there's like a little furry bit at the back of it. It's kind of cute.
At the right angle.
Maybe
Right
if you
angle.
cover up the entire face and the ass and you just look at the nose and it kind of looks like the dog snout.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Just the nose.
Just the nose.
And Mad Maggie's like standing there watching this. She loves this because she's like, how can you feel the fear, everyone? And at that moment, an ambulance shows up, and some paramedics get out to help Lulu.
The machine's like the siren blowing.
And this image fades away, and Mad Maggie removes this sort of crystal-like thing from this sphere. I'll keep that one for later. And just at this moment, another little sort of teardrop crystal, a yellow one this time, appears at the bottom of the container and drops into the skull. And Mad Maggie now inserts this one into this device, and you get another little movie to watch. And you're seeing through Lulu's eyes again. And you hear Lulu say this time, I can't get away from it, Yale. It's just too fast. And she looks back, and Krokek Toek is bounding over the dunes, gaining ground. Did she mention it was called Krokek Toek? Perhaps she does. Krokek Toek. I thought it said it on the handout as well. So yeah.
It does in the corner.
That's why I said it. It wasn't just because I accidentally said it. She's like Krokek Toek's gaining ground. And you hear a woman's voice speaking through tears. It's surely Yale's voice. She says, we have to face it, Lulu. It's nearly upon us. It's too powerful, Yale. It'll kill us both for sure. Yale's like, then there's only one other option, Lulu. You must use my soul to destroy the sword. We can't let them have it. But we must protect it. Zariel will survive somehow. I know she will. she'll need her sword. It still contains part of her spark. And at that point, very abruptly, something happens that clearly just probably pulls Lulu to the ground, because there's just basically chaos, and everything that you can see of this landscape and everything just starts spinning and tumbling and falling, and there's kind of a moment where you can't see anything, and then Lulu's eyes open again, and she's on the ground, and she's looking at Yale a few feet away, and Yale is standing there. She's got long dark hair and dressed in this full plate armor of a Hellrider, but she's also got all this like regalia. She's clearly a very highly ranked officer in the army, and she sees Yale. She's holding this sword, and you can also see this demon Krokektoik bearing down on her with its maw open as if it's about to like swallow her up. And Yale yells out, "Lulu, now! You must!" And Yale plunges the sword into the ground, and in the vision that you can see, Lulu's golden trumpet sort of extends out at the bottom of the screen. But instead of hearing like a trumpet blast, you see this golden energy streaming out from her trunk, and it pummels directly into the sword and just causes this massive explosion of brilliant, bright white light that just consumes the sword and Yale and Krokektoik and who knows what else, because the scene goes white at that point. And so then Mad Maggie puts another crystal, an orange crystal this time, into the machine, into this kind of spinny globe-like device. And this time you can see, you're looking out through what seems like a cage, through these iron bars, and you can see Lulu's trunk again, kind of like just swinging back and forth, and you can tell that Lulu is like in some sort of cage, and she's being carried along, sort of traversing through the Avernian wastes, and you can see this whole group of, it's like a caravan marching behind this army of like marching like devils, or like a large band of devils. You can see like merigons and imps and bearded devils all armed to the teeth, and Lulu kind of turns. You hear this laughing sound, like Lulu sort of looks over at this bearded devil that's kind of standing next to her cage, and he says, "We know the sword's out there somewhere, Holophant. Keep your secret if you like, for Zariel's on our side now, and she'll get the truth out of you one way or the other." And then that scene fades to black again. Mad Maggie puts another crystal in the device. This one's a blue crystal. She's like, "Oh, I'm very much enjoying the emotions in these ones. Lots of fear and sadness. Blue's a good color, don't you think? The blue of sorrow." And this time you see Lulu is looking out through bars again, but it's dark. She's in this like dungeon. And she's just kind of staring down this corridor in this dungeon. You can see all these other like cells around. You can kind of hear like the cries of prisoners and dripping of water, and you see someone approach down the hall. This person is like dressed in this has this long black cape, and they're kind of moving towards Lulu down this hall. And as this individual gets closer to Lulu, you can see that it's like this tall human man with a great red beard. And this beard is like partially real and partially made of flame, just constantly like burning around his neck. And he's wearing Hellrider armor that maybe was once crimson and white, but now it's like black and warped. And there's like, it has these spiked vambraces and pauldrons. And he's got this black helm under his arm that's got this single spike on the top of it. And he's wearing these long black gauntlets. He's got these long clawed hands. And you can also see that his body itself, like under the armor, appears to be on fire. There's like gaps and holes in the armor. And there's like this like flame that's kind of coming out through this black breastplate, and this kind of golden light sort of shining out, and sort of emitting this light from his chest. And as he approaches, you hear Lulu say, "Alanthius, you came back. Oh, I knew you wouldn't abandon me." And you might remember that Lulu had a memory of seeing Yale kneeling before Alanthius when you were at the High Hall. And Alanthius responds. He says, "Of course, Lulu, my friend. I brought the water from the river Styx like you asked." And he raises this vial that contains this sort of red, bloody liquid. And he says, "The spark in that sword is enough to reignite Zariel's angelism. She wishes to destroy it, to seal her transformation in place, but we must not let her. Not now. Not until the time is right, until we can convince her, or I don't know. We must find a way." He kind of shakes his head and sighs. And finally he says, "Here, I'll do as you asked, Lulu. This will cause you to forget the location of the Crystal Hall. Your mind will come back after some time. It should be fine." And he reaches through the bars and pours this Styx water on Lulu's head. And you can kind of see it like trickling down over her eyes. He says, "Don't worry, Lulu. As long as we only have to do this once, your memories shouldn't desert you permanently. I just can't believe it's come to this, that she would torture her old friend. I wish I could free you now, but just hold on, okay? I will get you out of here soon, I promise." And he hurries away. And finally, Mad Maggie draws another crystal from the machine. This one's black. "Oh, very exciting. A black crystal. Oh, immense pain and suffering. Great sorrow and torment would be needed to create a black crystal. This one should be a good one. Are you ready, guys?" And at this point, Lulu comes to. She like stops swaying and her eyes kind of dart around the room. She's like, "No, please." And she seems like afraid and actually almost embarrassed. She doesn't want you to see her like that. She's like, I get me out of this thing. I don't want to do it anymore. I know what we must do. It just hurts too much. If Mad Maggie has to watch it, maybe you can just do it in private. It's not important anyway. It's just horror."
I'm gonna go unstrap her.
"Thanks, Alina." "Oh, yes, okay, well." Mad Maggie like slots this into a pocket. "I'll definitely be saving this one for later."
It's okay, Lulu. We won't take part in more horror.
He said the Crystal Hall. We don't need anything else.
"Yeah, Alanthius told me that he would hide the Crystal Hall. It formed through a combination of my magic and Yale's soul. She sacrificed herself, guys, to try to protect the sword. And Alanthius told me that he would build a building around it. He was convincing Zariel to let him build a crypt. The crypt for the Hellriders, the one that we went to, that we couldn't get into. He was gonna build that around it. And Zariel had too many other things on her mind she didn't even suspect. But, she also, she had very little interest, he told me. Maybe he thought maybe it was because on some level she still harbored remorse, or maybe she was in denial or something. But, yeah, he built the crypt of the Hellriders around the Crystal Hall to hide it. And he told me, I remember, he said that if I ever need to enter the hall, or if I need to contact him for any reason,
that I could use the old Hellrider saying as a password. For glory and honor, we ride eternal. He thought she'd remember, but it took him... Sorry, he thought I'd remember. But it took him a long time to free me, and I was exposed to the Styx water several times. I was tortured several times, and that's why all my thoughts were jumbled, and my memories were kind of gone more permanently. But now that I've seen them, I can put all the pieces together again, and I also think that my old magic's coming back to me, guys.
Ooh.
She kind of like starts to feel like move around a little bit more. It's like sort of shaking off the pain and the trauma of the memories.
Yeah, I think my old magic's coming back. I should go outside. I feel like maybe I can grow really big again.
Mad Maggie's like,
Oh yes, you should definitely go somewhere away from my caves before you do that.
Oh,
Yes.
to have that power. It's such a brilliant thing to have.
But yes, the old crypt of the Hellriders, you say. You know, there's a rumor that there's a great treasure hidden in the crypt of the Hellriders, but it's said that none can access it except for Elanthius. So, lucky you. If you're going to go there, you could reclaim the treasure.
Is Elanthius still around somewhere?
Oh yes, he serves Zariel. You know, they say that after she swore after she made the contract with Asmodeus, that Elanthius didn't want to accept it, and he killed himself, committed suicide. But she wouldn't let him go, and she raised him again as her death knight. Which probably explains why he looked so wonderful in that vision.
I heard of having cleaning bosses, but goddamn.
When you put in your resignation and they don't accept it,
instead they turn you into a death knight.
being that.
I fear to see what the retirement package is.
There is no retirement. And so also I will add the new Lulu, the improved Lulu. Oh, it's already there. Lulu improved to the hold on, I'll see if it's make it visible. Yeah, it should be in there now. This one.
Oh, mammoth form.
Mammoth form.
So big.
It was bigger. I don't think we could fit that on the Golden Duke.
It's alright, because I think I can fly when I'm big as well.
Oh, that's terrifying.
You could get on my back, and then I'll be the Golden Doom.
Lulu, you always were the Golden Doom.
Thanks, Mahkah.
we could put the saddle on her as well. Make her the real Golden Doom.
Oh, yeah.
Make her the unstoppable war machine. Ooh.
So, all we need, because last time when we tried to enter this Hellrider's crypt, we could not go in. Or we could not cross the door. If we say this phrase, it should be okay?
I think so. That's what Elanthius told me. Like I said, I think he thought we were only gonna have to do the Styx border thing once, but we ended up doing it like 6 times.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeesh. I
So
still
bad,
think.
Maggie. Oh, I was gonna say, I think she got more than she bargained for out of that, and
Oh yes, you've also given me a couple of war machines, and now I can keep all of these excellent memories. Yes, I'm very happy indeed.
Ethel, is there anything good poking around here? I'm looking for magical things.
Oh, Ethel does not hesitate to start wandering around this workshop.
You got a pair of platinum rings somewhere around here?
Platinum rings? You mean like finger rings?
Yeah, those ones.
Actually, I do think I have a pair of platinum rings. I don't know exactly if they're designed to be finger rings. I use them as part of a machine that I've been working on, but that part's not panning out. I could sell them to you, perhaps.
And that is part of the exchange rate? I mean, we gave you some wonderful memories. I mean, absolutely horrible memories.
Some very valuable memories.
Yes, I was a little confused. Well, that's true. I don't know, though. We had a deal, but this sounds like a new deal.
We had a deal to get you the stuff, and you took more memories than we anticipated.
Well, if you didn't understand the deal, that's hardly my fault.
I mean, to be fair, you're asking for something you do not really need anymore. That probably won't be touched for God knows how long. Like, is it something that really we need to fuss over?
How much are they supposed to cost? Ryan?
Like 50 a piece. Like 50 gold a piece.
What's it for again? Warding bond or something?
The casting of warding bond. It's a second level spell.
Well, it's true that I got more than I bargained for, especially with those vehicles. I'll do them at half price. 50 gold pieces for both of them.
I'll take it. I mean, I gotta... Let me spend 5 platinum real quick.
What does it say? They're worth at least 50 gold pieces each.
But you could argue that they won't work anymore, because if you've bargained them down, now they're only worth 25 gold pieces each.
Hey. They're worth 50 gold pieces each. You paid something different for them. Yeah?
But you said that they were worth less than that. Are you now saying that you think they're worth 50 gold pieces each?
No.
I'm very confused.
I mean, all we have to do is just kind of like polish them off, and now they're worth like almost 100 each.
Yeah, we polished them. We engraved them a little.
That's true. I'm sure if you sold them to another sucker, you could do it for at least 50 each.
She goes and rummages around in some sort of weird, in this pile of crap, and pulls out this weird like piece of machinery with his like arm sticking out of it and a wheel on it, and she kind of pulls apart the side of it and pulls off, like unscrews 2 of these things.
Here you go.
Well, anything else? And I look around at the party like,
Know what I want?
Did you just talk to me for like an hour about what all your machines do? What does that one do?
Of course. Yes, well, that one there.
Okay, now, Adrian, I want you to go through every machine.
I can point that one at anyone, and it increases their heart rate and makes them feel as though they're afraid.
Ooh.
And I can just enjoy it from afar. That one there shoots out a small needle that burrows in the back of people's heads and digs down and every now and then spits a piece of their brain out of the back of their head, and I can go and collect it. Don't you think that's an excellent idea? They're walking around giving me little brain pieces without even knowing it.
But But do you have someone following them to collect them? It seems quite inefficient. Do you keep them here?
I haven't really thought that far ahead. I just liked the idea of it burrowing into somebody's brain without them knowing it.
I think it should collect pieces of brain, and then when they return, spit them all out in one big chunk.
That's very true. But I do like those pieces of brain to be dirty and to get trampled on, and much better that way.
They're aged.
Anyway, if that'll be all, I have a lot of napping to do.
Have a horrible nap.
Oh, thank you. I hope you have a horrible rest of your adventure and you all die.
Oh.
Happy TPK!
Don't worry, we'll let one person survive so they can come back and tell you all about it.
That won't be necessary because they've already got one of those brain things spitting out their little brain bits, and
Ethel like grabs onto the back of her head, like.
Can't wait to too.
I've already been doing it for like 10 minutes. I'm just standing over here like, I have a Hessian sack over my head just in case the brain pieces try to roll out.
Can't wait to
Like that would stop a needle.
Yeah. Weird hag devices that one comes up with on the spot. I wonder how many I could come up with.
We want a handout ready for the next session.
All right. So, did you want to get anything else at Fort Knucklebone?
We got the better breast set to deliver.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
him.
So you can go to back to the bar. What's the bar called again? The bar and hostel. Between the ring finger and little finger. I've written all the finger names down now. Much easier. Yes, you can go into this bar in these caves here between the ring finger and the little finger, and you see actually there's like several boggles that appear to be getting drunk around a table in a corner, a couple of kenku, and there's like 3 goblins in here. There's like much more patrons in here than there have been previous times that you've come in. You see the Grict, the goblin bartender, standing behind the counter, sort of having a debate with this orc. And you can find Smiler the Defiler in there. And he's quite drunk as well. Oh, hello, you have returned. Good to see you. Ah, my favorite person.
Ethel might wait outside.
I like carting Ethel in.
Where is that beautiful maiden that usually travels with you all?
This is before pleasure. Candygram just like tosses a bitter breast's head on the table.
He kind of lifts it up. It's just still got this like kind of helmet with this bike light on the front. Oh yes, that is definitely bitter breath. Oh, still bitter. Puts it into this bag. Ties it up. Like, well then, here you go. Pulls out a soul coin. Who wants this soul coin?
The middle between the 3 of us.
What?
I assume you're seeing 3 people right now, right? Go for the middle one.
Wait, wouldn't there be 4 people?
No, because he's drunk. He's swaying.
Because he's drunk, he might be.
Oh, right.
We might be proficient at talking to drunk people.
I'm trying to. There are like 12 of you. Who's the middle?
Just flicks it over Alina's shoulder.
I think
I
there's.
got it.
Wow, that's 2 of the 3. Very good job. Will you have a drink with me until your friend returns and joins us?
No, we got business killing people.
Oh yes, of course.
We need to rest. Are we in an inn? It's an inn and a bar, right?
Yeah. There's a hostel. There's these small caves in the outcrop above and like around the sides. And the customers stay free. Mad Maggie's customers stay free.
I'm guessing we can level up if we rest. Eh?
Oh yeah, you totally can.
Ethel has to try to sneak in.
She walks in, I'm gonna be like, hey, it's Ethel!
Smiler,
I actually had somewhere to be.
Smiler the Defiler doesn't notice at this point. He's like already on the other side of the bar, like having a conversation with a goblin and a kenku. You can hear him saying like, and that is why I went and killed Bitter Breath. I was sick of having him around.
The
you see.
bitch?
Look, I have his head here to prove it.
I'm gonna start a fight.
He's just too drunk for you to start a fight with him. Just tries to hug you. You should smile more, my friend.
You go for a punch and just like hit before it even connects. He just like falls back unconscious.
Yeah. You miss him because he faints. But yeah, you can head upstairs or sort of head outside of the bar and climb up one of these ladders and sort of walk along this little ridge into one of these small caves in the outcrop. And Gricht will give you a key. You can open this padlock in this kind of rusty, like thin iron door, and you can head into this cave. And it's just a cave. There's not anything in there. But you can definitely have a long rest there. So yeah, let's level everyone to level 12.
Nice.
Alright. Alright, Alina, you should be done.
Yes. And I love having two booming blades.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
It's because there's no way for me to tell it to. It just
No,
keeps
it's
like.
okay.
Hold on, let me just so there's no
Oh, I
confusion.
have 3.
Yeah,
Sick.
forget these ones.
Sick.
Forget these ones. Okay, Ethel, you should be 12 now.
Nice.
Jean Lemore, can you see your other you? I'll just delete this one.
Yeah, yep.
Okay,
I
sweet.
see.
So that's already. Oh, you probably got to change your user configuration. Hopefully that worked. Let me know if there's any problems. Kenza Kenway. Jean Lemore unarmed striking someone. And Mark. Alright, all of your training pays off. You kind of go over some of the stuff that you've been learning in your head as you're like sleeping. Because that's what happens when you go to sleep, you know, in your dreams, you like kind of like concrete some of the learning that you do in the day. You wake up and you're like, I feel like I'm level 12 now.
Why, Mad Maggie?
How'd you know what I say every morning?
Yes. I was going to have... I was gonna like maybe have some red caps try to steal stuff from you or something. But we'll say that when you wake up, you can find that it looks like somebody has like been like trying to pick the padlock on the door, but they failed. They sort of maybe like the first person to wake up, which is probably Mahkah or Alina. Oh no, it'd be Alina, like because you'd be already awake. So like as you come out of your trance, you just see these like 3 red caps like trying to like pick at the lock, and they're like, like just run away, like leave the lockpick there.
Everybody wakes up because I'm running down the hall. You motherfuckers!
Yeah. Where should we go now, guys?
Oh, and I guess it's now shift 5.
Favorite time of the day.
Oh yeah, we gotta eat.
Oh, well, you've already eaten because you kind of slept in the middle of the day.
Oh, I see.
In this case.
Okay.
I mean, you can eat. You're allowed to eat. You can eat whatever you want.
Okay. We should make our way to these ruins. But it looks like there's this big patch of tentacle clouds in the way.
These like flying brains.
Yeah, yes. This looks interesting.
I think that might represent that there's like demons coming up or coming down from the river Styx, from the Abysswood Way, and heading towards the Demon Zapper. And the Demon Zapper would usually like protect Upper Avernus or Lower Avernus from these demons. But yeah, probably not anymore.
Who would take down this demon zapper? Oh,
Yeah, totally.
Can't be any worse than going through the plains of fire, trying to cross the storm shroud. I mean, come on. We've been through worse.
it is true.
Yeah, we can do anything, guys. Except for this next bit.
Memory's back.
I want to put in the joke. We're basically gods. It's fine.
And when you leave Fort Knucklebone as well, Lulu's like,
Speaking of basically gods.
and she begins to grow in size. She sort of like concentrates her face and grows like into this giant golden mammoth, stretches out these huge feathery wings on either side of her, and kind of like flaps into the air and like flies like right up into the red sky of Avernus, and you see her kind of like fly around and stuff. And then she kind of flies back down and like lands on the ground, just like but suddenly, as you're kind of like looking up at her, she has like a worried expression on her face. She's like,
Guys, I saw something. I saw something coming. Over there. Towards where the demon zapper was.
and you all sort of peer over towards the horizon, towards the Contra Abysswood Way, I guess. And you see this thing approaching, and it gets larger and larger until you can make out what it is. And it is this gargantuan, 450-foot tall flying fortress. It looks like this, like a sword, like the blade of a sword that's like pointing downwards. It's made out of this dark, infernal iron. And you recognize it immediately, of course, because you've seen the wrecked flying fortress. And this one has this red-colored magical energy sort of coursing through these like otherworldly patterns that are sort of running up and down the hull. And there's these various like flashing lights and indicators on it. And as it approaches, just to the in the Distillerator Way, like to the north of Fort Knucklebone, it's kind of like flying like towards the river Styx. And it just like flies like directly over Fort Knucklebone and just kind of heads up in that direction towards the Stygian dock. It looks like it's in some sort of landing pattern, actually, because it lowers, after it passes Fort Knucklebone, lowers to the ground out of the sky. And this like sword point actually comes into contact with the ground itself and begins like dragging along the ground, and it's just like kicking up all of this dust and these debris, and there's this huge dust cloud just kind of coming out of where it's like dragging along the ground as it sort of continues sort of flying up and out of view, like around some kind of rocks and into the distance towards where you know the Stygian dock to be. This kind of cloud of dust sort of envelops you for a moment and then sort of dissipates. And actually, I've got a handout for this one as well. This looks like this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And there's also a diagram for this one. Sort of give you an idea of how big it is.
Average side Perkins?
In comparison to Chris Perkins, I guess.
Whoa.
That's a lot of Perkins.
Collapse roof of like a flying fortress. This baby can fit so many Perkins inside.
I remember there was something about like Zariel's flying fortress near the Stygian dock. Would this be? Would I
Give his JL.
assume this to be hers? Okay.
Yeah, like this one is much larger than the wrecked flying fortress that you were in, and it's heading up to the Stygian dock, which you were told by Bugsy and possibly by others as well, is the sort of docking station for Zariel's flying fortress. So you can assume that this is Zariel's vessel, potentially returning from Mechanus.
Yeah, as Belle mentions, the hearing was over and she was returning.
Yeah.
We should hurry then. Quietly hurry. Stealthily.
We're
And-
on war machines. We can't get very much quieter.
And just as you say that, Ethel, you receive a message from Silvera through the sending stone. And it says, Madron contact reports Primus sided with Torm. Zariel refuses to comply. Gods, angels, want to avoid war. Have abandoned Elturel. You are our only hope.
Oh no.
I think that's permission to fuck it up.
Yeah, I'll tell everyone else that.
Oh.
Margaret
I
just
think we're on our
assumes.
own. Yeah.
Whatever that
Margaret
is.
just hears like the little bing of like a message on the sending stone is like a time for us to go. Time for us to destroy this land.
Also, I've had the sending stone thing wrong the whole time in terms of like the time difference between Tyrell and Avernus, because I was working it out the other day with Anna, and I think what it would be is that Ethel can send to Silvera like once a day, but Silvera can actually send to Ethel 3 times a day, like every 8 hours, because it's like 3 days there to 1 day here. I think I was doing like 2 times or something. I don't know what I was doing or why, but anyway, yeah.
I mean, it could have been just like chaos of the hells, just sort of like fucking with time, just so it's not like a consistent.
Yeah,
like,
that's what it
difference.
Yeah.
Gotcha!
He does make shit up because this game is made up.
What?
What you talking about?
What? No, I'm sorry.
Don't say that.
Don't say that in front of Lulu, just like claps the ears over China.
What do you mean? I'm not made up.
Why do I feel bad? I'm sorry, Lulu.
Can't wait. It's like getting on the or revving up the Golden Doom. But like, what's good fucking Primus doing the job if they're not gonna listen to anyway? All right, let's. I'm with Mahkah on this one. We're fucking shit up. I'm pissed.
If anyone wants to go for a ride, I can fly maybe 2 of you. Probably even 3 of you.
Thanks for the offer. Like immediately, like I. Nope.
Why not?
Me.
I'm going. Me too.
Flight of
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's like immediately, like, yeah. No. Just like seeing like Lulu fly so high. That is really, really high.
All right, so you can leave off, and where are you headed? Are you going to head for the Crypt of the Hellriders?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just do this by hex, because fuck it. So we'll just say it's like 8 hexes to go to here. So 8 Ickers, and 8 Ickers, you can risk this area. Maybe you see some demons lurking about.
I'm gonna kill him.
Just like use JL like as a shotgun with Eldritch Blast. Like,
Aren't you riding on Lulu's back?
Lulu can use me with a truck.
it's like the trumpet, like it's like using like a machine gun on a plane.
I don't think we should start unnecessary trouble.
She flies a little bit higher, just out of range of your Eldritch Blast.
But I have the bloodlust.
The Avernian bloodlust. Alright, and we'll go another 2 hexes, so
10?
another 16
Oh.
Ickers approximately. And so what was that? Was that like 4 hexes? 1, 2, 3,
Huh?
4. Yeah, 4 hexes in total. So that's like 32, and we had. Okay, so you lose one of the. You run out of soul power one of those times.
So,
And then it's like, yeah, 32 Ickers.
okay, what, in total 32 Ickers?
Total 32 Ickers, and, well, I don't know, that's probably not entirely fair, but, because it's like, you started sort of around, like, the middle. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, because you ended up in the middle. Something like that. 32 Ickers, and yeah, you've got to spend another soul coin.
Okay.
We'll fix it in
Keep
post if we need to.
I put the soul coin that Alina got into our bag of holding.
Okay.
Is that, or did you want to keep that soul coin?
No.
Alina?
I was just gonna ask you if
Okay.
you grabbed it or if I had to. So I was
Okay,
like,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
I just want to make sure it was tracked somewhere. We're good.
Very good.
And we'll say that takes like another shift. Let's say it takes 2 shifts in total. It wouldn't quite, but let's just say that you kind of have to drive around a little bit. Just so that because during that time as well, you get a follow-up message from Silvera that just says, AO holds Torm in custody to prevent him starting a war. But if you save Elturel, the gods will have plausible deniability. And she's referring to someone called AO, who you can give me a religion check if you want to try to identify who that is.
22.
Yeah. Ethel, you recall reading about AO, and Alina does as well. AO is the sort of little known god, but who has sort of come into people have become more aware of AO in recent times. AO is believed to be the overgod who kind of rules over the other gods.
It's like BlackRock. Sorry.
And so he apparently holds Torm in custody to prevent Torm from from starting a war by like telling everyone to fuck off and going to save Elturel anyway. But they want to save Elturel so they have plausible deniability. All right, and as you arrive here, it's shift 1, so it's that time of the day. But only one person can be sickened, but everyone still needs to eat.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a 1 for a second. That really would have cracked me up.
All right. And so you approach once again the Crypt of the Hellriders. You can see this sort of smog swirling around this hill here. And there are these sort of giant, like, tombstone-like monoliths on either side of this hill, sort of soaring into the sky. They kind of reach up more than 50 feet into the smoky red sky. And you see all of these armored knights that are actually just skeletons within their armor that are just sort of kneeling motionlessly, all scattered around facing the Crypt of the Hellriders. And Lulu lands, like maybe 40 feet away next to the Golden Doom and shrinks back down. Lets everyone climb off of her. Maybe as she's shrinking down, you can sort of jump off. And she kind of flaps her wings small once again and flies up and sits in the back of the Golden Doom as you can drive towards these twin monoliths, towards where is this sort of this opening in between them, where there are these onyx steps that like lead down under the hill. And as you approach this time, you notice something. You notice that there is this over to the right of the entrance, like maybe like 20 feet away. You see a couple of it looks like two humanoid shapes that maybe are standing guard or something, but they're not standing guard at the entrance of the crypt. They're sort of some way away, and it looks like there's this sort of big mound of dirt just behind them. It almost looks like, like all of this dirt has been kind of kicked up, and there's just this mound there, and they're just standing there, standing guard for some reason. What do you do? They don't appear to have... They don't react yet. You're still, like, some way away, and the wind is heavy, and you feel like the sound of the vehicle is probably concealed at least the distance that you are. But if you drive any closer, you feel like they're probably going to become aware of you. You're aware of them.
Can we tell what sort of creature they are?
Not from where you're standing.
Okay. I say we confront them.
I mean, yeah, we
Maybe-
could just...
I was gonna say, or maybe Ethel, can you send them a message?
Yeah.
Friend or foe?
Fine.
What sort of? Actually, I might have to be closer to be able to do a message. Yeah, it has to be
Or we can
120
approach.
feet. Yeah.
I mean...
Oh,
Sneak
you're
up and
closer.
shank him.
You're closer than 120
Okay.
feet, probably. They're kind of up on this hill, I guess.
I don't know how practically far that is.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of like, you're sort of looking up onto this hill. And yeah, beside these monoliths, they're kind of on one side of the hill. And there's this big kind of mound there. And yeah, you're sort of driving up. There's like rocks around and stuff. And so you're still kind of partially hidden, but you're definitely close enough to use message if you want.
Okay.
You can ask them who they
What-
serve.
I just feel like if someone whispers a message in your brain and you don't know who they are, sometimes it does just immediately put you on guard.
I mean, we're in the Golden Doom. We can ride up. We can have a chat. If they're hostile, we'll just run them over. If they're not hostile, then good for them. One less,
I mean,
one
that
less
is-
smear that we add to the Golden Doom.
But the Golden Doom craves blood, so maybe we can just do it anyway. No, I'm just kidding.
The bloodlust.
It might be better to approach more directly. As
Okay.
if we have nothing to.
Sounds good.
We have nothing to hide.
So you just want to drive up the side, up onto this hill, directly
yes,
towards
but-
these people, these individuals.
But I would like to kind of lean out the window and be like, yoo-hoo! Like, we're saying hello, friendly. You know, we just happen to be driving up.
We're
Not in a
driving
giant
aggressively.
running war machine. Yeah.
Okay, so as you drive up, and it kind of gets increasingly rocky, and you can see these, these like skeletal knights all scattered all around. You kind of like call out to them, to these two humanoids. You can see that they look the same as that creature that was in the wrecked flying fortress. You think these are gnolls. And as you kind of call out to them, they both look over and they raise their weapons and they start kind of yipping and yelling out in this very strange language that you can't understand. I don't think anyone can understand.
Ooh,
I doubt it. Gnoll?
I can.
You can understand Gnoll?
No, I can't, but I have a thing.
Words,
Speak. Oh, it's not an animal.
languages.
Wait, is it an animal? It's a creature.
I mean, I don't know if you would be able to react immediately, but yeah, you can certainly cast a spell, but they look, it's like they're telling you to, like, they're, like, yelling at you, like, aggressively, like,
Oh, okay.
but they're still standing by this mound, and I'll say that, like, as you kind of get a little bit closer, you can see that this mound actually looks like dirt that's been, like, actually dug up from the ground, and it looks like they're standing next to this big hole, like maybe a 10 by 10 foot hole in the ground.
Is anyone digging in the hole?
You can't see anything like that from where you are. Do you keep driving?
Can I
closer?
send Batcat overhead? Batcat has not made an appearance in a while, but just
Okay.
way up high to look over top of the hole.
All right, and do you look through Batcat's eyes?
Yeah, but I will stop leaning out the window. So I'll sit down inside the golden tube and then look through Batcat's eyes.
Okay, so looking down through Batcat's eyes, you see these two gnolls that are standing there. They're both holding spears, and they're just dressed in loincloths, basically, and they have, one of them has like a kind of some sort of like armor made out of hide and bones. And the other one's like wearing all of these weird necklaces with like skulls on them. And you can also see into this hole, it just look at like it sort of goes directly down and then, you know, levels out and heads in the direction of the crypt of the Hellriders. But you don't see anything or anyone inside the hole.
They're trying to dig in. I don't know this information. Not yet.
Ethel will be like, it's just a big hole. Now you know.
What are they building their graves? Like,
I mean, we could make it their graves.
And they're just like still trying to. Are you still like driving towards them, or have you stopped the Golden Doom?
Who's driving right now? I guess I assumed it wasn't me, but normally it's me. But it can't be me if I'm looking through back.
Slimes driving.
Yeah, maybe the slimes.
Yeah, the slimes
fine.
are driving. So what would they do? What would a swarm of slimes do at this moment?
I think
Yeah.
they keep driving until we tell them to
Okay.
stop.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're now probably about like 20 feet away, driving at like a sort of a lower speed towards this hole. They're like shaking these spears at you and just like "Ah! Ah!" yelling at you and speaking in this weird language, clearly telling you to fuck off. They're like waving at you like this. One of them pulls out like sticks its spear in the ground and pulls this longbow off of its shoulder and like notches an arrow and like looks like it's ready to shoot an arrow at you.
All right.
Kensei?
Avoid the hole. We're going for a drive-by.
Yeah, unleash the wrecking ball.
Okay.
Just starting to turn it slowly.
Before we,
Wrecking ball comes.
I'd like to say before we start picking up speed and he starts swinging shit around, I'm going to like tuck and roll off the end where they can't see me because I'm useless in the Golden Dam. I'm going to pull up my hood and I'm going to tuck and roll off the back.
Okay.
Okay. Proceed.
All right, so this is like a pile of like rubble here. And
I hate the first fight after we level up because I just want to use the cool new spell I have, and it's totally impractical in this situation. It's like,
I mean, actually, I don't even know why I'm really drawing a map because I don't think this is gonna have this isn't gonna last very long. There's just various rocks around. That looks like an eye. And there are these two gnolls standing here. And where are you guys?
Is that the hole? That's
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah. So Alina has kind of rolled off. What did I say? You're about like only like 20 feet away now. You're probably maybe like there or something. Golden Doom. What angle are you coming at them? Is it like this way, or is it like, I don't know, you'll kind of drive into the hole, I guess, if you do that. Or are you coming at them from above, like from up here or from down here? Oh, you can just move the Golden Doom where you think you're coming from, actually. I realize you can move it.
the homunculi are driving, so
It's a bit
Like
weird
at
them
an
driving because you
angle.
all control one of them, so you have to you've got to like drive with
Okay,
a hive mind if you want to tell
pull
them
down.
to do
Okay,
specifics.
pull down on the pull it down on a little bit, little to the left.
They drive into a rock, directly into a big rock.
And there's the TPK.
Okay. And I'll add Lulu as well. And she has used her mammoth form feature already. Okay,
I did it.
thank you. And she'd probably be there. Alright. Let's roll. Oh yeah, and also there would be Batcat somewhere over here. You probably have time to dismiss Batcat before battle if you wish to do that. Just in case you do.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's probably good.
okay. And what about Luna?
I'll probably have her out.
Okay.
Just because I have no allies on the ground with me.
Alright. Go ahead and roll for Luna. And then it looks like these gnolls are going first. Alright, so this one here is the one with the longbow, and it is going to fire at Mahkah in the seat next to the driver's seat. That'll miss, I'm sure. And the other one is like, "Ah!" like jumps out of the way, like runs over to here. Actually, this one as well, after firing, it's going to like run over this way. And kind of, actually, it's going to run over, stand kind of next to this rock. This one runs over here. It's also going to pull out its longbow and fire at whoever is in the back left. Who would that be?
That'll be me, I think.
Okay. That'll probably hit.
It got me.
Alright.
Oh,
Okay, Alina.
Okay. I'm going to... Oh, they're so far away. Why did I roll so soon? Okay. I'm going to cast this with my bonus action.
Yep.
And I'm gonna dash over this way. If I could remember how to use my buttons. Why can't I move myself? Oh, the game's paused.
Oh, it didn't look like it was.
Oh, there we go. I was like, what the heck? Okay, let's go this. No, this way. Just kidding. So I don't get run over or hit by a wrecking ball, preferably. 30 feet. Okay.
Are you dashing?
I have 40 feet of movement.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, because of mobile.
Nice.
Okay, and that's it.
Okay. All right. Golden Doom. What do you do? Wait, why is Ethel not in? Why is Ethel in the? How did that even happen? Hold on.
What?
Let me just take Ethel out of the initiative order. But yes, Golden Doom. Do what you do.
Can Marcus step up? He wants to
Yep.
go first. Can he cast Bless?
Okay.
And you'll like to cast it on Alina, Ethel, and JL.
Thank you.
Actually, I'll upscale it. Give me a second and cast it on Kenzei as well.
And Lulu's like,
I think I can cast Bless now as well. We're Bless buddies.
Hey! Bump, bump.
just puts her like
Drunk.
elephant foot up. This thing looks like too much of an eye. It's bothering me. Okay, who's next?
Jail's gonna go. He's like, that was a painful little arrow, and he's gonna rub his hands together, and he's gonna bring out an agonizing eldritch blast. So he's been sleeping, and he's been brewing his powers. So plus. Okay, no, that one's fine. He's gonna target. I think it was this one.
All right, with all three of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I can roll Bless after I see the attack roll? Or no, sorry.
No, just roll it automatically.
Oh, roll it automatically? Okay.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It just gets rolled. So you don't, if you forget to roll it, it doesn't matter. You still definitely hit. Maybe do the attack and the damage. Sorry. That's okay. That one, my tooltip doesn't seem to be working. That one also hits.
Okay, so damage, is that 3 damages?
Yep. Okay, 7.
Hey.
8. And 9. Nice. This one is just blown away behind the rock as these crackling eldritch blasts that are charged up with this extra anger just streak through the air from the back of the Golden Doom and just pummel it. Each one just blasts it back further behind the rock, and it just collapses in this crackling ball of energy and dies.
Very good.
Ethel?
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Toll the Dead on this one.
Okay.
Or on the one that's off, I guess. That would make sense.
Alright. I think it has... Yep. Alright,
Oh, did I do the wrong one?
No, I think you did the right one. I was just checking.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 13 damage. Alright. It just like yelps in pain as this loud ringing noise fills the air for a moment. Oh yeah, it's just Kenzei.
Yeah. I would yell out, "Oi! Slimes! Full stop! Full stop! And I'm gonna turn over to where this thing is, and I'm going to unleash a spell that I barely use. Just throw a Ray of Frost at it, because I don't think the Golden Doom's gonna be anywhere close to that. There we get to add a D4 because I'm blessed.
That hits.
Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
Nice. It just hits it like square in the chest as it's beginning to like aim another arrow in your direction, and then this like frost energy just like spreads out over its whole body. It just freezes it and then shatters and it dies. And
Need to chill.
Alina's just standing there like, oh.
I so badly wanted to cast Disintegrate. It just does so much damage. And it's like it would have just annihilated this person. I don't think you can get resurrected if that much damage.
Wow.
Don't you reckon it looks like an eye?
The big eyebrow.
Yeah. All right.
Can I inspect their bodies for evidence of communications that they're working for? Shovels.
Yes. You don't find much on them except for just some, just some necklaces of skulls and some rags, and maybe you find 6 copper pieces in a little pouch on one of them.
6?
I don't think that even makes sense, but that's what you find that anyway.
Very good.
Lulu says,
I wonder if it's possible if these gnolls have been sent in an attempt to free Krokek-Toek. Because I don't know if I mentioned it, but when I made the crystal hall, not only did it wrap around the sword, but it also entombed Yenigu's demon, Krokek-Toek, inside. So I guess the demon is stuck in there with the sword. And now that we know Yenigu has returned to Avernus to join Baphomet's forces, I wonder if it's sent these gnolls here in an attempt to find Krokek-Toek.
Do you think that maybe that could have been important to mention before we get there?
I'm sorry, there was a lot going on.
I'll be damn sure not losing the sword to a couple of frickin' laughing hyenas. That's for goddamn sure. Come on. I'll be fucking pissed off even more. I didn't do all this crawling around just getting lost by a couple of chuckleheads.
Yes, I feel like we can, the 5 of us combined, we can defeat this Krokek-Toek. 6 of us, Lulu included.
We have gotten pretty strong. But it is a very deadly demon.
Then let's not fuck this up.
I'm gonna peek in the hole. Stealthily.
give me a stealth
It's a
check.
quick hole peek.
Whoa.
I mean, you don't need to give me a
No, I want to.
Okay, you can give me a stealth check. I was just thinking after all that combat.
Oh shit, terrible rolls.
Still, you're very quiet. 23. Oh, horrible. You just
2 and a 5.
you just see the same thing that Catbat saw, which is just this large sort of tunnel that looks like it's just been dug in the ground, sort of levels out and then continues in the direction of the crypt.
Can we tell what's been digging this tunnel?
Give me a nature check.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, give me a survival check. You're not sure, but it looks very smooth. That's all you can tell. You're like, it doesn't seem like it was dug by like shovels. But yeah, otherwise you don't know.
Could it be this Croak has already escaped?
Croak a lot bigger than that tunnel.
Oh,
I don't think they'll be guarding or standing around here if he's gone.
that's true.
I'm surprised they can even get into the building with all of those magical runes inscribed on the walls and everything.
AKA, they're getting help.
What did you say?
AKA, they're getting help from somebody magical. Cool. All right, well, go to the hole or go to the door?
I am a bit curious about where the hole ends.
Well, the hole is a possibility of where they could have gone, while the doors are definitely confirmed that we're at least getting inside. Because
Can I send Batcat in the hole?
Yeah. Okay. So Batcat flies down this hole and kind of flaps along in the darkness and flies maybe like 50, 60 feet or something like that, and then flies out into this chamber. And it has to fly over this huge thing on the ground, some sort of creature in this room that is lying in the entrance of where the tunnel appears to have like broken into this chamber. It's this large, it looks like a huge worm with this massive sort of circular mouth with all of these teeth in it. It's just lying there unmoving. It looks like it's died. And you can see through Batcat's eyes as well that there's this huge blast mark on the ground, this black, like it looks like there was a big explosion there and there's a bunch of rubble on the ground. And there's also several more of these gnolls in there, but they're all lying on the ground, also dead. There's maybe like 3 or 4 of them in here. You also see that the room is like lined with these burial urns, and several of them have been sort of knocked over, and there's like ashes kind of spilled out onto the ground. But otherwise, it's dark in here, and you can't see any other evidence of any creatures around in this chamber.
I'll obviously be letting everyone know what I'm seeing in there.
Okay.
Can I is there a way out of this chamber, I see?
There are 2 passageways. So as you come into this chamber from this hole, there's one on your left and one on your right.
Go right. Just keep going.
Okay, so you fly down the passage on the right, and you kind of flap down here. It's like pretty small in here. There's not much room, and you're sort of flapping around in the darkness, and you find yourself in another one of these rooms that just has all of these burial urns in it. You don't see any evidence of anyone here either.
Is this like a chamber that then has another passage going out of it?
Yes, there's another passage that's like heading down to the left.
Sure.
Okay. Just give me a second. Let me just bring up a map of this place. Sorry, it's just taking bloody ages to load.
Yeah, I think my internet's really slow. As well. I don't know.
But yeah, otherwise, like, in here, just while I'm waiting for this to load, you can, it's just, yeah, like, dark, and you see all this mist in here. It's like wreathed in like ankle-deep mist. And below the mist, you can see these like tile floors. You're seeing in here with dark vision, so you can't see color anywhere, but there's, you know, these like stone walls and 10 feet tall ceilings. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you come down here and you find another chamber, and you can see in this chamber where there are a bunch of these other urns lining the walls, these kind of large black urns, that there are creatures moving around in here. And they react, actually. You hear them like kind of cry out in this Gnoll language, and they pull out spears and they begin to run towards the bat, and they attempt to attack the bat. So...
Batcat, retreat! You haven't died in so long!
give me a dex check with Batcat.
Okay. No.
11. Okay. Oh, sorry. My bad. Give me... Oh, what are you trying to do? You're trying to flee. Yeah.
Actually, I can just dismiss Batcat, I think.
Yeah, you can do that if you wish
It
to.
would take a turn.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's alright. You can... Well, yeah. Okay. So you're going to try to flap away, and you're right, it'll take a turn. I'm going to have a I'm going to react to it first, and then if we...
Okay.
So... you can give me a save instead of a check, I'm thinking. Well, I'm just trying to think, because you're trying to run away, like... I guess it would be probably... What's Batcat's,
Oh, I think it's the same, regardless.
It's just the same. Okay, sweet. I will do... Let me see. As these things, like, basically just try to... I'll just do a check as well. This Gnoll. Okay, it is able to reach Batcat, and it's going to attempt to, like, spear Batcat as it, like, flaps away.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Batcat. Once
it is
again.
carrying a shield. Oh, does Batcat have only... Okay, that'll kill Batcat. It just skewers
Batcat has 1 hit point, yep.
and your vision fades back out, and you return to your body.
I flip my days without a Batcat death back to 0. It's like, up to like 2 weeks, the longest it's ever been. Hey, so there's some gnolls in there.
I mean,
So
it doesn't hurt to confirm.
it's definitely, you know, a way in to something, but I don't know if it's worth our time to go that same way. We're gonna run into the gnolls, and it's not really a direct route. Unless, do we have like a map of the building or not? Like, do we know how it's laid out? Okay.
Yeah, no, because
yeah, it was
other
after Lulu's
guy
time.
made it and
Yeah.
just kept it secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently the Hellriders built it. Many of them built it. There were many Hellriders that had knowledge, came from all kinds of different backgrounds, builders and architects and whatnot. I think they were going to build it before they were, because many of them swore contracts to Asmodeus. If they refused, they were just killed, of course. But some of them they were able to choose to remain in human form until their death. They were treated fairly kindly, I guess, because Asmodeus didn't want to, kind of dissuade Zariel from joining up with him. This is what Alanthius told me anyway. But yeah, I never saw the plans or anything like that.
So if these gnolls are trying to free this Kroktoak, should we kill them before they get too far?
I guess the big
That might
thing
be a
is
good idea.
I don't know what a whole lot of like a couple gnoll. Well, I guess it might be not just gnolls.
Well, I guess then the main objective is to get the sword.
And then we could, if they go for Kroktoak, we could just slay them, and then just
Slow
I
them
guess depending
down.
what. Yeah,
I guess they'll probably send reinforcements.
maybe the doorway is like a quicker route. They're going the long way. We're going the short way. They take the low road. I'll take the high road, and we'll kill them in the middle.
Okay. Go to the door.
Alright.
So the front door? Okay. So you leave the site of this hole and you head further up this hill and to where this opening is under these two monoliths, and you head down these onyx steps. You head down these steps and you come to this huge iron wall that's covered in these infernal runes. And Lulu is able to repeat the password, which I already forgot what it was. Does anyone write it down?
Or
For
glory.
glory and honor.
We
something,
ride.
something.
We ride eternal.
Ah, awesome.
For glory and honor, we ride eternal.
And you hear this like as this large iron wall sort of begins to move and come loose from the ground, and it begins like it lowers, actually comes loose from the ceiling, like, gradually like lowers into the ground, and you see this cold, dark passageway in front of you at the bottom of these stairs where you're standing. And the floor is made out of these red tiles, sort of sandstone-like tiles, but it's wreathed in this ankle-deep mist. And the walls are made out of this like pale stone, and yeah, it's these 10-foot ceilings. And you can head into the darkness, and let's take a break. 5-minute break.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and move down the stairs as you kind of move into this first chamber down here. Yeah, so you just find yourself in this long hallway, and you can see, Kenway, to your left as you come in, some of these urns on the far wall, and in the other direction you can see what looks like this large worm and this blasted area and these dead gnolls. Yep.
Oh, no, go ahead. Finish describing, and I'll ask another question.
Well, so this chamber is full of these large iron burial urns, and there's rows and rows of alcoves that house them in the walls, and many of them also lining the walls on the ground, as you can see here. and each of them is engraved with a noble coat of arms from the city of Elturel. And there are also polished swords, lances, and shields hanging from racks positioned around and between many of these alcoves. You see this dead worm lying here, and this explosion. It looks like there's been an explosion in these dead gnolls. No signs of anyone else yet, but Ethel's bat flew down this passageway that's across from you, Kenway.
Okay. For context regarding the purple worm that's dead before, does it look similar, or does it bear any resemblance to the worm-like thing that we saw when we faced the Brazu area and that the Madness Maze, or
That
when we
dimension.
That was actually just like a monster that I made up, partly taking inspiration from the concept of a purple worm, whereas this is just an actual purple worm. But Kenway, or anyone else, if you want to try to identify it, I mean, you don't know it's a purple worm. But you can give me a... I guess it's a monstrosity, so probably an Arcana check, I guess.
I'll save you the trouble. That's one big but ugly motherfucker.
You can get the, you can put the pieces together from what you've seen already. Alina, you haven't heard of you might have heard of worms and giant things that can do this, but you're not really sure about what this is specifically. But you know that whatever it was, it sort of dug through here, because you saw the hole from above, and it looks like as it's potentially, you can just kind of gather that potentially as it's tried to breach the walls, there's been some sort of magical reaction in the runes in the walls that's led to this explosion, killing this worm and these gnolls.
Sorry, unrelated, but I can only see through Lulu's eyes, and I accidentally put another Jean Lemore on the map.
Okay. Let me see. Let me just... Can you see now?
Oh, yes, I can.
Nice.
Thank you. Oh, but I can't... Oh, no. Okay, never mind.
And Lulu is like,
I'm gonna give us some light, because I can't see down here very well.
And she lights a small stone, picks it up in the end of her trunk, and this light is sort of radiating out of this stone. And
That's actually a good idea. Let me cast something just for a little preparation.
Thank you, Lulu.
I'm gonna cast armor back at this. Give me some temp HP.
Alina. Bang, bang. Vigilant blessing.
And as you enter this room, Alina, and you generate this frosty shield around you, Kenway, actually, Mahkah, I think you'd need to be in the room to give Alina Vigilant Blessing. Is it melee range? Oh, yeah, 5 feet. Suddenly the wind picks up in here. There's this mist on the ground, and it begins to sort of swirl a little bit, and you feel this strange kind of breath come through the whole building. And it reminds you very much of the spirits that you encountered in the bone brambles. And sure enough, these 3 sort of spectral humanoid forms appear, and they're hovering just over some of these urns that have been knocked over and have spilled all their ashes onto the ground. And they whisper, sort of addressing all of you, and you can understand them as these sort of whispers kind of echo and fill out the whole chamber and sort of enter your minds. And they say, More intruders.
No. We
came through the front door.
we were invited. If you need anything, if you want to dance, we can make some music.
Our peace has been disrupted, if you can call it peace. Are you
We can
not?
go.
Are you not with these creatures, these gnolls?
Nope, absolutely not.
No, we just killed some, actually.
For disrupting your peace.
Why are you here?
To save the city of Elturel.
We're on a mission.
Elturel. The city. Our city. What has happened to the city of Elturel?
The companion sort of decided to move it from the material plane into the plane of hell.
What is the companion?
Oh, right. Zariel's... A deal with Zariel sort of forced the Elturel into the plane of hell. It's a long story. Do you have time? I could share it, but I don't feel like you want to sit through it all.
We are trapped here forever because we were sworn always to remain by Zariel's side. When we died in the ride, we could not leave Avernus. But at least in this crypt, we have some quiet. Until now.
I understand needing your own personal space. I get it. We're just going to go in. We'll deal with the noise. We're going to find the things we need to help save a city, save your city, and then we'll leave and leave you to your peace and quiet once more.
We also tried to fight these gnolls, but there were too many of them. They went down that chamber there. One of the ghosts sort of points over to this chamber on the left. Oh, there's like an extremely loud fucking...
Oh my god.
That's so loud.
What is that? I thought I was
That's just like someone's car or something.
Playing. I didn't know this song.
I don't understand how people play
timing.
music that loud. Like, they must be fucking deaf.
I was so confusing. I was like, where does this sound coming? That's pretty haunting.
I was
music.
confused a little bit as well.
I know. I was like, for the first few notes, it matched in a haunting way, and then
Yeah,
it
like
didn't
initially,
match
yeah,
anymore,
yeah.
and I was like, this is a weird choice.
Like we're gonna go turn a corner and there's just gonna be the Kuato,
Yeah.
the Kuato thing that's like marching up through the tunnels. It's like they camped up. Oh no!
They've just got like a speaker system down there. You hear this music echoing up through the tunnels.
This is entrance music.
Just Shazammed it.
But they say, how do we know you are not here with them?
I mean,
We're on a
Lulu,
mission.
Lulu. I present Lulu. Speak to your people.
Hi. I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Lulu.
They're like, Lulu, Zariel's war mount. Are you here on behalf of Zariel?
No, we're here to. Well, we're trying to find Zariel's sword, so that maybe we can, I don't know, redeem Zariel.
Redeem her. Zariel is evil. She cannot be redeemed.
The sword.
That's all. Lulu just...
Well, the sword contains an angelic part of her, no? So it could be possible to redeem her through it. And maybe she'll let you go.
We yearn for the afterlife. If you can speak to Zariel and ask her to let us go, then we could finally rest in peace. We would forever be in your debt. If you promised, try and to remove these gnolls who desecrate our resting place here, we will help you. We will tell you all that we know.
Deal.
Of course. I'll start dragging this gnoll away. Is that what they mean?
No, the ones that still live.
Oh yes. There's a horde.
They say, we are the Hellriders who died in the ride when we fought beside Zariel.
Did you say Ariel?
Memory.
But Kinmay's got Hellrider armor now as well on.
Oh yeah. Did you take that armor from a Hellrider? Or are you one of those who swore to stand by Zariel?
I came after that. Technically speaking, I swore an oath to Torb to kind of like get the Elturel out of the city. It's this whole big thing. I could sit and talk about it if you want.
The Hellriders were given a choice between signing contracts or being killed. There are some here who were killed instead, who refused. But those who signed contracts, they became devils. Eventually, though many of them built this place under the leadership of Elanthius, one of Zariel's commanders. He never turned his back on us. No.
Good boy.
Top bloke.
Yes, he comes here. At times.
Oh.
There is a secret chamber in the crypt.
Is that where we would find him?
Yes. There are multiple secret chambers here. Elanthius dwells in one of them. He does private research there. You can call upon him there. But you should be warned, for he is powerful. If angered, he will surely kill you.
Is there any sort of
I'm beginning to like this guy.
password? Is there any sort of password that we could say to him to prevent us from being killed by him?
We do not know. We are rarely disturbed. Usually, we simply dwell here in rest. At least as much rest as we can have in this terrible place in Avernus.
How do you determine where these secret passages are? Are there anything on the walls, like symbols, or on the floor? Anything?
We have not seen. We have just heard. Deeper in the crypt. Whispers of our brothers and sisters.
Huh.
So, let's go kill gnolls. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Remove this terrible offense from our crypt. Kill them all.
Kill them all.
They are nothing but demon spawn.
Thank you very much for this information. And I'll remember you when we discuss these things with Zariel.
Yes, don't forget.
Oh, no, I wanted to... Wait. Crap, I can't move my character because it's on Lulu. Or Luna.
On Luna.
Not Lulu.
There you go.
Yeah, there you
Sorry about that.
go. No problem. Partially my fault.
Oop.
And we're in the wall.
Can I take just like a little piece of the worm?
How do you cut this piece of worm off?
With your teeth.
Can I? With my mage hand, I'm not just reaching into worms anymore. Can I get like a worm? Does it have teeth? Can I get a worm tooth?
A worm tooth.
If I try my darndest.
Give me an athletics check as you try to pull one of these sharp, bony teeth from this mouth.
That's good for me. Would it be different with the mage hand?
The mage hand is not strong enough to pull the tooth, and neither are you, unfortunately.
Darn! Get away! Just one.
Oh, wait. Maybe when I'm not in
No,
pause.
don't pause the game like I'm gonna wake up a worm.
Well, actually, as
Don't do that.
you are attempting to pull this tooth from the mouth of this worm, you hear something from further down in the passageway where you know that Kenze Kenway went. Kenze, you see further along, and also Luna does as well, further along in this chamber, that there are gnolls around here that are kind of shuffling around in the dark amongst more of these urns that are further down here. And this one that is standing here, it sees Luna and Kenze Kenway. It can't see you now. Were you able to see previously when I paused it?
No, I only see like where this like little sliver is.
Yeah, okay. Well, it sees Luna anyway, and you hear it kind of like yip and like bark some strange foul words at other creatures that Luna can also see down the passageway. And so, let's roll for initiative as you hear this kind of yipping and screeching coming up this passageway towards you.
Oh, it's a good thing I cast that thing when I hit the hole.
And Ethel, as you're trying to pull this tooth, you see these ghosts kind of fade away.
Wait. Advantage.
How tall is this like hallway?
10 feet.
Okay.
10 feet tall. Alright.
I forgot I had advantage. Hold on.
Okay.
I think neither Ethel nor Lulu are in the...
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ethel...
Well-
And where is Lulu?
Good.
Oh,
A question.
I did roll.
Oh, there we go.
Beneath me. Yeah.
It won't let me roll again.
Oh,
Do you want me to roll in the initiative tracker and then change it to what I got the first time? Or-
oh, did you just kind of roll manually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's alright. Yeah, in future, just wait for the initiative tracker.
Yeah.
What did you get? 18.14. Where is it?
Oh.
Okay. And what did you get, Alina?
17
17. Okay, sweet.
plus 5. I guess plus 5 and 0.2.
So 22.2, something like that.
Sure. It doesn't matter. I'm at the top.
All right. Yeah, Alina, you're up first. What do you do?
how'd you get up here?
Oh, so I was on the same square as Lulu,
Oh.
so I just I moved ourselves apart.
Teleported when I looked back. I hate hallway fights. I'm just gonna ready my short bow for an action for if anything comes up the hallway.
Okay.
I will attempt to hit it between these two.
All right. Luna.
Okay. I'm just see the distance here. For Pete's sake. Maybe. I haven't used her in so long. 60. Okay. She's gonna risk it. We're going in. Help action on the one right here.
Okay.
And she's gonna. Alright, back. Here. Okay. Done.
Okay. You hear this kind of as this creature runs up the hall towards you, like yipping and yelling. And it's going to dash all the way to Luna wouldn't be able to be 15 feet actually because the roof is only 10 feet.
Okay.
So I'll put her at 10. Let me think. How tall is a gnoll? They're probably like relatively. Maybe about like 7 feet. Yeah, it's not going to try to go under it. Yeah, it just dashes up to here, kind of pulls out this spear, and readies to attack potentially the bird. Ethel.
I'm just gonna cast Toll the Dead on that guy.
Okay.
Because I don't have to make an attack for that.
Fair.
Nice.
And it's
17.
as it kind of runs around this corner and raises its spear as if it's about to try to like stab this bird. It's kind of blown backwards by this loud ringing sound that just kind of echoes down the chamber, nearly sort of knocked off its feet. You see like a bunch of blood, Kenze, coming out of its nose all of a sudden after this sound disappears, but it's still standing.
Would it have been in my vision for me to fire a short bow when it came up, or no?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
Nice, you do manage to hit it, just sort of like leaning over and shooting over Jean Lamour's shoulder, and just like just flies down this shaft and just gets this gnoll in the shoulder. And it must be close enough to its heart. It pierces its heart, and this gnoll, just as it's steadying itself from the ring of this spell, collapses in the hallway.
Next.
Okay. This one back here, well, you can't see anything actually. I mean, I'm kind of describing what Luna sees, but you can't see anything. You just continue to kind of hear this yipping sound, but then it dies down a little bit. It kind of goes a little bit quiet in here. And Lulu.
Cool. Lulu is gonna fly 10 feet into the air. Ooh. And move along this corridor. Ooh. Oh. I would like to move her. Oh. Oh, sorry. That's why.
Oh, measure tool.
Yeah. And it's so weird. It's like I think I can't move her beneath Luna. Yeah.
Okay. You got me.
Thank you.
Sure.
I think my internet is really slow. I have 2 Lulus right now.
Oh shit.
But I just want to move her like beyond the dead one.
Okay.
And I want to know what she sees, I guess.
She just sees ahead of her this empty chamber that's full of these burial urns, and doesn't see any evidence of these gnolls.
Oh, okay. I think she'll just yell back to everyone, all clear.
Seems like it's clear down here.
Okay. And turn.
Kenzie Kenway.
Alright, so this here. So 5, 10.
Lulu should not be there. Like, is she right in front of you right now, Kenzie?
Is that
Yes.
not where you wanted her to be?
Yeah, I was kind of wanted to be on, like in
here
the
or something?
corner. Yeah. That would be great. Thank
So
you.
I'll use full movement.
Maybe try refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. No. I don't know where the fuck they are. So he's going to then use bonus action to summon the cold man. Oh, where is there was. I'll put it like right here a little ways. And he will take a action to dash. So like go to here.
All right, and from here you can see. Can you see?
I see some things.
Yeah, you see some things. You see a creature further away in another passage filled with urns, and it is like actually sort of beginning to walk towards you as you run around into this corner. And you also think you can see this one. Can you see this one? Not sure if you can
I can see
it.
like the corner, well, right here.
Oh, that one you can
Kinda.
only see with the cold man, I think.
Oh, okay, never mind. I mean, I can see the corner of this icon.
But yes, you hear this yipping sound again, and this strange, sort of demonic / dog-like language, as the creature that you see down this hall, sort of walking towards you, seems to call to some other gnolls that are in that room.
Found him! And gonna keep moving forward. And
Also describe what you see in this hall, just as you come around this corner and you see this gnoll that's like hiding here. This is like there's a bunch of these are like recesses in these walls that hold like iron burial caskets. And you notice that each casket has a single healthy red rose resting on its lid. As you're coming down here and you can hear these creatures yipping and you're very much ready for combat, you just notice this. That there are just these like red roses on the lids of these caskets. Yeah, there are like 3 caskets in each of these alcoves. Yes, as you come down here, this gnoll sees you and sort of tries to jump out at you.
Alright. Alright, I will... Yeah, that's all I can really do because I take my action to dash and summon cold man. So that's it. That's all I can do, sadly.
Okay, and at that moment, another one of these gnolls comes around the corner over here and it's going to run at you and try to poke you with a spear.
Hit.
It hits.
I like that you said poke and not stab because it sounds so silly for a second. He's trying to poke you.
And it'll also take some Agathis, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I'll take 10 cold damage back.
So 5 piercing, and it takes 10 cold damage. It like barks angrily as this frost goes up its spear and just channels directly into his arm and up its shoulder.
Ah!
Jean Lemore.
Okay, Jean Lemore is going to run down. 15. Oh. 30. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. 4, 5. So that's dashing. Damn it. I guess, yeah. That'll end my turn there.
Okay. Alright, another gnoll appears here. It's going to draw a bow and attempt to shoot over the head of its ally at Kensei Kenway.
Nope.
Nope. Alright. And you hear more of this dog-like ruckus, but you don't see anything yet. Mahkah.
Mahkah will make his way down and 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Is Luna's terrain passing through an ally like double movement?
I'm gonna say no, just because Luna's kind of pretty small and at the roof. It's fine.
Oh, now I'm just stuck underneath her.
I'll move her.
And I'll just dash forward 30 feet straight into them.
Yeah, okay.
It must be Foundry today's playing up.
Yeah, maybe it's.
I don't think it's
our internet. Hopefully it doesn't die entirely. I don't know what the deal is.
Okay. I believe
God
that's
damn it, Diego.
and a dash. Yeah. So that's about 60 feet.
Well, we're going for the crypt. He's going for their internet.
We'll take him out from the source.
Alina.
Okay. So I'm a little worried they're gonna come around the back. So I'm not gonna go too far because Ethel's gonna get shanked. So I'm gonna move down the hallway just past Luna, and then ready in action with my short bow in case something comes out within range of me this way.
Okay, Luna.
And I'm gonna fly her forward. Ooh, I went too far. How far was that? Where was she? 10?
It was 30.
Here, I think.
It was 35 feet, I think.
35? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just fly her in. Can I fit her in the alcove, or is that a no-no?
Probably can't move past Kensei. But
Okay.
maybe you could sort of fly over. But yeah, you. I'd say that you can't leave her above somebody's head.
Okay. I'm just gonna put her over here.
All right. Oh, she didn't move for some reason. Okay, Ethel.
All by myself. 20, 25. I'll go back next to Alina. And then I will just hold an action to cast Toll the Dead on anybody who's not my friend approaching from either direction. I'll be keeping an eye out behind us too.
All right. Okay, so this gnoll that is attempting to jump out at Kensei Kenway is just going to sort of react and like bite you, try to bite you.
Nope.
Okay. This gnoll down here is going to shove past its friend, and it sees this bird and runs over to the bird and attempts to spear Luna.
Lame. Miss?
Miss.
Yes.
This one also is like tries to spear Luna as well.
Come on. That's so rude. Oh.
6 piercing.
There's a bird.
First fat cat and now Luna.
Worst
Ridiculous.
day ever. Wait. I could shoot one of those fuckers.
As a reaction, oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Assholes.
Actually, you can't because the
can't?
cold man's in the way. Yeah.
Damn it.
Although, as it was coming out, well, fuck. I don't know, actually. I don't think so. Maybe through Mahkah? Maybe as the first one was coming out, you can take a shot at it. It'll have 3/4 cover.
Well,
I think that hits. That hits. Oh no, sorry, that misses. Sorry.
Oh,
I forgot about 3/4 cover immediately after I said it.
I think my spell will go off as well.
Okay. And
Yeah, I'll
Toll of
target the first guy.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Alright. Wisdom save. Fails.
Not having to roll an attack roll. Oh, 4 beautiful damage is. I was gonna say is really nice, and then it didn't do much.
Alright, Lulu.
Hey, at least now the next time it gets hit by it, it will do 3d12 instead of 3d8.
That's true.
So.
Ooh.
Lulu, Anna, are you able to?
Yes, yes.
Oh, sweet.
Wait, actually, no. Retract. Who's gonna bless friends? 3 creatures. Mahkah, Kenzei, and JL.
Okay. Alright. Kenzei Kunai.
I feel this profound feeling of blessed. I will now start swacking. Smacking?
Swack!
I'm going for the guy in front of me first.
Okay. Yep, that hits. 13 bludgeoning is enough to just crush its skull. Falls over backwards and dies.
Watcha! Alright. Turn my attention over to here.
You wouldn't have the help anymore.
That's what I was just gonna ask. Alright. That's fine. I have bless. That will guide me.
Yep, that hits.
Woo!
10 bludgeoning. Just like smash it like back into the wall. Kind of knocks one of these caskets. You see this rose kind of like shake a little bit like it's about to fall off the casket.
Alright. So I'm then going to use my free action to move the cold man up, like, over the... How big are the urns here?
I
this
guess
size.
they're pretty big, but like not that, but like I don't know, 3 feet or something, 2 or 3 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to have the cold man just be like above them here, just floating up so I
Maybe
can
like 5
possibly
feet
see him.
up. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna move forward just a little bit. And you know what? Yeah, I'll stay right here. Can't really do a whole lot. I don't want to waste a whole lot for gnolls right now.
Alright. Show them all.
Is this alive or dead? I can't
Alive.
see.
Alive.
Oh, it's alive. Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna do a thunderclap. Because that is in melee range. Okay.
So this is each creature within range other than you.
Oh no, yeah, so that's just this guy.
Oh, because it's only 5 feet. Oh yeah, that was a mistake.
It's only 5 feet.
I modified the thunderclap for the for Ascendus.
Ah.
Okay. Con save.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we got it out of the way for a save, not an attack roll. I appreciate that.
What do I do now? Let's see.
I didn't think I would get this far.
Maybe I'll misty step away. Why did I go there? That's kind of foolish. All right. Come out here. Hey, Mahkah.
So standing on the urns, you can kind of stand amongst them, but it'll just be difficult terrain.
Can I stand? Does it make attacking more difficult?
Yes. Yeah, because I guess I'll kind of say that you're sort of squeezing there.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, this one is going to drop its bow and run in here. Pulling out its spear.
Oh.
Oh, okay. This one... I forget what it did with its spear previously, but it can drop its bow and pick up its spear and run at you. Okay, this one is going to... These spears have reach? No. It's going to... I can't do that. Alright, it's going to do the same thing and try to shoot an arrow at you.
Nope.
Nope. Here's some more shuffling around in there. Mahkah.
Mahkah will like to attack that gnoll to the south with Sacred Flame. So
Tries
it's a
to
DC's.
jump out of the way, but not
Nice.
not fast enough.
Whoa.
Alright. Anything else?
No. End turn.
Okay. Lena.
Okay. I think I can make it like. I gotta squeeze if I go in these things.
Yes. Yeah, so difficult terrain, and it'll give you some disadvantage
I'm
if
going
you're fighting
to
from them.
bonus action. Nope, I'm gonna. Yep, I'm gonna bonus action dash. And I can squeeze through here. 25, 30, 35. It's not difficult terrain for me because it's mobile
Nice.
and I'm dashing. And then I'm gonna attack with my short sword. With booming blade.
That's a hit.
30. I don't think I'm gonna even need booming blade. Oh, maybe.
It had exactly 9 health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Ethel.
How does this get me? I'm slow.
Hobbling down the hole.
I don't know if I can move. Yeah, I'm shuffling. I forgot my walker at home. I can't really move any further. So I'm gonna toll the dead this one. And that one hasn't been hurt yet, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Alright. It's not wise enough. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not guessing that the gnolls are all too wise. Doesn't really feel like that.
It's, yeah, like, all this blood starts seeping out of its ears. It kind of clasps its face as well as blood is, like, coming out of its eyes.
Alright, and that's it for me.
Okay, this one here is going to attempt to stab Kenzei as he kind of moves past. Misses. Alright, this one leaps at Alina. Tries to shank you with the spear. That hits.
Half the damage.
Uncanny
Alright.
dodge.
Yes.
Nice.
Take 2.
Lulu.
Lulu's gonna sit tight.
Okay. Kenzei came right.
All right. Keep it up. I'm gonna actually, yeah. So let's like hit this guy if I can, and
Yep. 10 bludgeoning. Not quite dead, but you feel like you've broken several of its ribs.
Alright.
Smashing
Another
into it with a Knobo.
Another one.
Yep. You just need to do 2 damage. It's dead.
And I will move into this alcove, actually.
Okay. Show them all.
And
Oh, sorry.
that will be my turn.
Okay.
Alright, Shalamore is gonna rub his paws together and bring out some Eldritch Blasts. Aimed at the guy beneath Alina for the first one.
Yep, that hits. Oh, maybe specify where they're each going to go at the start, because they all come out at the same time.
Oh yeah, okay, so then all on this guy.
Okay.
And again.
Yes, it's dead. You just blast it into the back wall. It just collapses. Crackling.
Nice. And then maybe I'll move myself here. Okay, end.
I'm going to say that as you move there, you see that there are more gnolls down this passage here that appear to be running towards you. Okay. This one is going to step over so it can get a better aim. Kensei Kenway. Try to poke you square in the chest, which is not very clever because you're wearing full plate armor. It just...
that whole sound.
This one also, this one tries to sort of kneel down a little bit and kind of come up at you to see if it can get under, like, you know, under your arm or something like that in one of your gaps.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nice. And it, no, it's carrying a shield. It's not going to do versatile. Oh, hold on, I just rolled normally. It does 16 piercing.
Ooh, nice. It will take 10 cold damage back.
Nice.
So 16, so I'm at...
Okay. This one is going to appear here. It's going to run over to here. It's going to... hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, I can't go anywhere else. I kind of can't really aim at you with anything. Okay, Mahkah.
Sorry, I just had a change of plan. Mahkah's like, Kenway, you're right down there, buddy. I can see him making their way through. Mahkah wants to cast Moonbeam now. His favorite. All clearing all clearing scenario. So I just have to find it because it was a quick change of plan.
The whole clearing beam.
Moonbeam. In that spot there.
Okay. And just refresh me on... I think it happens at the beginning of their turn, doesn't it? I always forget. When a creature enters a spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one's just going to charge at you, Jean Lamore. 35, 40, 45, 50. Just like snarling as it runs down this passageway holding its spear towards you.
Beep.
Okay, Alina. Meep. Miss. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Oh, dang nabbit. I'm gonna attack with my dagger then.
Okay. That's a hit.
Beauty.
Nice. 2 damage. Glowing dice of death, but it's not quite dead. But it's like clutching its side with its hand under its shield as all of this blood's coming out from between its ribs. And it's like panting, breathing loudly. It's no longer able to snarl in Jean Lamour's face.
Haha.
Ethel.
You'll never guess what I'm about to do. It's the same thing I've done every turn so far. Oh, the one that Alina was just attacking.
Okay.
He's fine. It did work.
He's a worldly gnoll.
Ethel stops and just contemplates, like, maybe we shouldn't kill him. He's so wise. We need him on our side.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45. No, it's not going to do that. Okay, it's going to try to fire at Jean Lamour with its longbow. It just quickly leans its spear up against the wall, but misses. Alright, Lulu.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry?
Lulu will stay there.
Okay.
Maybe encourage people.
You're going good, guys. Keep at it.
This one is just going to kind of try to look over the shoulder of its ally. Doesn't do anything. Kenza Kenway.
I will proceed to smack the people in front of me. Alright.
This like bright light of this moonbeam is like directly in front of you. Like,
Yes,
nice.
I get that.
It is. It encourages you rather than distracts you. 23. That is enough to kill it outright. Gah.
Thanks, Mahkah, for lighting the targets up!
Okay.
Then I guess I'll attack this guy. I'll just whittle him down real quick. Oh wait, let me roll the d4 real quick. So 15 total.
That hits.
Good. Okay. Damage.
13. That is enough to kill it as well. As you render the moonbeam redundant. At least for now. For now. Okay.
Bring me in down there! Just slightly poke out of the angle, like, oh, no, too close. Just like, into the moonbeam.
Dan, Kenway, work on your tan.
Jean Lamour.
Tossing it to the palest motherfucker in the room! Alright, that's my turn.
Pale, but you can't even get a tan or a sunburn because you're just immune to like heat and fire. Like.
I think I'm gonna try blast this guy right in front of me, and I think I have to do it at disadvantage.
Yes.
But gonna do it anyway.
3 cracks at it.
1d4.
So that might help.
Yes.
That hits.
Ha ha!
It's dead.
Ah!
Just blown
Alright.
back into the tunnel.
Okay, and go Alina.
Okay, this gnoll here, it jumps back from this moonbeam. Sort of disappears around the corner. See, it's gonna go this way actually instead. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just run over to here. Mahkah.
Okay. So I got to do some movement here. And I forgot the template. Which is the icon to move your template? Okay.
The ruler tool, the second one down under the little person tool on the left.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so I do have quick. I'll just do 30 I've got. I can move it up to 60 feet.
You don't hear any sizzling.
Make my way down. Hey, Kenway, let's go. Move into that spot, and I would actually move in 5 more feet, and quickly move my moonbeam.
Can you move it twice like that?
It's at 60 feet, I think, as an action.
Yeah, I'd say you've already used your action to move it. I don't think you can kind of split
Okay.
your action.
No worries. I thought maybe it might be block movement.
Yeah. I
What's
think probably not.
Okay, I think that's where it was. That's okay.
All right. Okay,
Enter.
Alina, top of the round.
All right. Oh, fun. Can I attack this one?
I don't really have a Gnoll voice.
With booming blade.
Yeah. Miss.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
Oh no!
Ah, that's good. I'm gonna have to work on it in private before it's that good, I think.
That was the best I think I've ever done of that.
Whoa, okay. That one, needless to say, just misses. Okay.
If you like get a 30, do they just immediately die? That's how it feels like it should go.
Like,
Oh, shit.
I'm tempted to say yes. 30's pretty extreme.
Come on.
30
Well,
is too
as if
good.
That would
I'm
be
sure.
fun.
Oh, you don't get sneak. I was waiting for the sneak, but there's no sneak.
I know.
All right. Anything
You
else?
killed my bird. I can't do fun shit because I don't have a bird.
Your bird deserved it.
I'm gonna lean back around the corner and give Ethel the finger.
Okay. It was an experiment.
She just cast Toll the Dead on your finger.
All right. Well, I guess I'll. Oh, I can just see that guy if I'm here, so I'll cast Toll the Dead on Alina is fighting.
All right.
What is happening? Why are these wise gnolls?
It's got its
I was
fingers in its
just
ears.
mourning the death of the other wise man, the old sage, and now I'm like, oh, we found another
The old
precious
sage.
wise gnoll.
It took too long just to coerce the worm to do its bidding.
Incredible. What we found here, a discovery that Mildred would never. She'll be jealous forever. Wise gnolls.
It responds by seemingly mindlessly attempting to bite Alina, and it looks like Alina's like sticking a finger up at you, and like it just like bites into your shoulder as you're like not paying attention.
Uncanny dodge, of course.
I thought you were going to say
Same thing.
dog.
Uncanny dog. Okay. Lulu.
Yeah, so, Lulu can do her spells like any. Oh, no. Okay. I see. Sorry. I misread. I think she's just gonna stay where she is.
Alright. Just maintain her concentration.
Yes.
Okay, this Gnoll can't do much. It's going to. It's just going to try to. I guess I can never remember what these guys did. Actually, Alina, you were at one point holding your bow as well. I don't remember if these guys were holding a bow. I feel like this one might have been. Anyway, it pulls its spear back from the wall. Sorry, no. It continues holding its longbow. Tries to fire at you over its mate's shoulder, but misses. Okay, Kenzei Kimoi.
Alright, sure. Yep, alright. That's barely.
So you just see another one of these large rooms with these urns everywhere, but yeah, no sign of any more gnolls.
Damn it! Fucking get back here! I'll take the dash action. And 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep,
There
see
you
it
are, you
there.
little shit!
You can choose to stop, like, you know, when you would have seen it if you want.
True. Alright, so I'll go like here and found him! So I think we'll be like right here. And turn up.
You see something else here as well behind this knoll. There is this room that has these paintings on the wall, these sort of murals. It's hard to get a good look at them, but in the center of this room behind this knoll is this white marble font, like a holy water font that appears to be full of clear water. And you just notice that as you come in here.
Alright, I will go one more. Here, we got that. Alright. And then as a bonus action, I'll pull out the cold man. Let's resummon the cold man over here. It's like, alright, Mahkah, I got this one. Go help the others before they die off or something. There.
It kind of looks over its shoulder like,
What? Seeing double? Alright, that way turn.
John the Wall.
Gonna blast the one that is immediately next to Alina.
Okay. That hits. Not quite dead. That hits. Now it's dead.
Woohoo!
Another one burnt to a crisp. Eldritch energy. It's like a pile of them now on the ground.
Very good.
Okay. This Gnoll is like looking back and forth. It doesn't know what to do. It's going to attack the cold man. It just tries to bite out of the cold man. It's kind of panicking.
That will...
Is that it?
I think... Yeah, I think because my proficiency is like a +4 right now, right? Yeah, so yeah, it would just hit.
Okay, sweet. So it kills the cold man. Just sort of dissipates in its mouth like this cloud of black. Like... Mahkah.
Got that, Kenway. Mahkah's gonna make his way 30 to there. He'll like to dash to here.
Okay.
At the same time, he would like to bring his. Oh no, sorry, that's my action. All done. Thanks.
Right. Lena.
Alrighty. Maybe. Just maybe. I'll be able to hit. Booming blade.
Yep.
Oh, hey.
11. Okay.
Wait.
Still alive.
Oh wait, there's more.
I was like, what?
Now it's dead.
Yes! Alright, sick.
As the blade goes into its chest, this energy just goes and just basically like blasts this massive rupture in through its torso, and like the top part of its torso like just kind of like flops to the side, and its spine is just like it's dangling on its legs for a moment, and then it just topples over in front of you.
Ooh. I'm just gonna like casually step over it and like quietly sneak down the hallway and what if I 10? 20, 25.
Okay, and in this room you can see a you see a chamber here. You don't know anything about the one that Kenzo Kenway saw, of course. Where there is this, you can't see colors with in your dark vision, but you can see that there's like paintings on the wall here, and another one of these like a water font here.
Okay.
And I'll explain what these paintings are in a moment. Well, I mean, you can see... You can see paintings here of what look like... Sorry. There's like a big picture of like a man holding up like a child, and there are all these sort of images of like sprouting seeds, and there is this in the middle of the room behind the font is a big symbol of, you've seen Lathander's symbol before, just this like this rising sun with these rays coming out of it, and this path leading up to it, and you see this font in here.
Alright, this is the birthing chamber, I guess. I was gonna move a little bit further
Oh, sweet.
and just yell back that this room looks clear so far.
Okay, so you yell? Alright, in that case.
Well, I before I just whatever.
Too
Down
late.
the hallway.
Too late.
I didn't yell.
You
I
hear
just like
further down the corridor after you yell and your voice sort of echoes around the chambers. You hear more of this yipping sound. You also hear this loud, like, roaring sound. It's a lot deeper and sort of nastier sounding than the gnolls that you've encountered before. And you hear this kind of these feet sort of coming up the hall, but you also hear this like slower, larger creature like, and you hear this kind of communication. Maybe there's like a couple of these things down there that seem like they may be like bigger than gnolls, in this same language, kind of just going like, ah, ah. Okay, Ethel.
Well, glad the next room is clear. Anyway, I'm gonna run straight head first into danger. That's 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I think I can get here with
Just
the
remember
difficult
that's-
terrain from Mahkah and Jean Lemoyne.
Just remember that's also difficult terrain.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, but you can go around. You
But
can just turn that corner anyway.
Yeah. So, and then I'm like, wow, glad we defeated all those gnolls. Oh no, what's that noise coming from that hallway?
Okay. Lulu.
Oh, good. Everything's clear.
Yeah, all clear. Come on down.
I said this room's clear at least for now. Calm your tatas.
I think Lulu's big enough that she would still encounter difficult terrain from going through
Okay.
other characters.
Oh, okay. Then I guess she'll just stay here. That is yeah, she can fly 120 feet, so...
I forget her exact size, but it makes sense to me. She's a little bit bulkier than a bird. Okay, Kenzei Kinway.
I will continue to face off this one gnoll here, unaware of what's ever going down there. Oh yeah, D4. Wait, hold on.
Yep,
17.
that hits.
Alright.
Okay. 8 bludgeoning. Looks unstabled.
Oh gosh.
Unstable.
Jesus.
Yeah, it just deflects your Kenobo with its shield, this one.
Alright, that will be my turn.
Alright. And you can also see here that there are pictures of a highly armored individual who is like holding a spear, and with his other arm is sort of like peering out like this, like as if remaining vigilant. It looks like some sort of guard. And all around these walls are just these guard-like figures that sort of look lesser than him, standing around in this room. Those are painted on the walls. Okay, so now...
This is going to get complicated.
Let me see. This thing... is going to come down here. 20, 21... Sorry, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, it's going to, I think... nothing else happens. Okay. Jean Lamont. Alina and Ethel, you can still hear these creatures sort of moving up the hall towards you.
Okay. I'll come by. So that was 20 feet, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Oh yeah, and as Lulu shines this light down here, I guess she's having to. Well, she hasn't been fighting, so I guess she can still be holding this rock that's like shining light in her trunk. But this light shining in here, you can see that this font is a golden font. Anything else?
No.
Okay. How do I want to do this? All right. All right. This Gnoll that's facing off with Kenze is going to try to spear you back.
Nope.
Nope. Mahkah.
Okay, question for you. With my moonbeam, do I have to, because it's light, do I have to move it back through the passage or can I move it through the wall? I know that my spell has a 60-foot range and I can cast it 120 feet.
I don't think you can move it through the wall unless it specifically says that. I'll say probably not.
Okay. I just asked the question because it was light, that's all. Okay, so I would move my moonbeam, move it 60 feet. To that point, and then I'll make my way forward. That was my action.
Okay.
Enter.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, like, but I don't. I think also because light can't pass through a wall. I think in that sense, maybe a moonbeam wouldn't. Although it's kind of weird because obviously this moonbeam is like shining. I mean, I don't know. It's implied that it's shining down from above, but I feel like it's just sort of materializing from somewhere around the ceiling. Like I don't know if it's there is no moon in Avernus anyway, so yeah, I think probably not in this case. Okay. All right, Alina.
Okay, I'm going to. Do I want to peek? Okay, I'm gonna move to this corner. Indeed.
Okay, so you see something down this tunnel that looks much larger and scarier than the gnolls that you've seen so far. This thing does look like a gnoll, but it is bigger and has this it's much more decked out in like armor. It's not carrying a weapon, but it just has these big like extended claws. And this thing kind of looks like erratic, like almost like it's possessed by some kind of energy. And you can see this energy inside of its eyes, like almost coming out like sort of fire that is sort of, you know, delays a little bit as it sort of moves its head around in the darkness. You can just see these like gleaming like red eyes as it's kind of running down this corridor towards you.
I'm gonna be like, bad, very bad, back up. I'm gonna go and use the hide action over here.
Okay.
As a bonus action, and then ready my short sword to attack anything that comes up, to attack anyone. Like I'm gonna attack them from the behind if something comes up.
All right. Ethel.
I think I'm going to summon Slod right here.
Okay. You have no idea that there is anything down that hole. Oh no, sorry,
Well,
that's
she
wrong.
just said,
Alina just
yeah,
said
hey,
very bad, very bad.
Very bad. Very, very bad, and then ran away. So
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
And then
My
also
bad.
you can hear all the noises of
That's true. You have lots of reasons to believe that there is something coming. All right.
So yeah, you're not into the direct line of fire.
Okay, current spirit. Like just
We love
like down
Slod.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Actually, you know what? Right here. So he comes around. And he's like, "What? A victim hiding?" And then he's like, "I've gotten the drop on this guy." You know. It's perfect. Oh, can Slod hold its action to attack when something comes in range?
Yeah, I can do that.
Sick. And I'm going to take just one step. I'm gonna hide behind John the boy. The person, the little guy half my size. I'm gonna go.
I will keep you safe.
Okay.
John the boy, I actually just wanted to be out of the way of the hallway, but
Lulu.
Lulu's going to come in here and hide here.
Yes,
Okay.
the gleaming lamp of light will hide in that little.
you're giving
Yeah.
me away.
I mean, are you actually taking the hide action, or are you just kind of like ducking in there?
Ducking
Okay.
in.
All right, Kenzo, Kenai.
Our duel continues.
You have no idea what else is going on.
Wait, D4, hold on.
That hits.
Okay.
8 bludgeoning. Not quite dead.
Come on. Die.
Yep. That kills it.
All right, I'm all good. Oh, Mahkah's light's gone. Must have ended combat. Oh, you fucks.
Someone's missing.
Guys? Guys! Hello?
Doesn't he hear the echoing yet? Bad, very bad.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. This thing is going to emerge in the doorway here. And it sees the Slard straight away and just begins walking towards it. It's just like, and tries to claw at it.
Ooh.
And the Slard can also release its action. Maybe if you want to do that first, actually. But it'll also, I'd say, hit the Slard.
Yeah, that'll hit the slot.
But maybe if you
How
want
much
to release
damage?
your action first.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, sorry, I'm sending.
I mean, I
signals.
guess I
I'll
don't know who
I'll
goes
roll
first
your,
here. Yeah.
It probably would have been you, but so it does 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And then.
Nice.
That's a slot. Okay.
Slot grid. You like slaughter. I don't know how I collected so many little buddies in this campaign, but we love slot.
23. Awesome. So this thing, yeah, it kind of takes a step back, like it wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I. Neither was Slot. Slot is also surprised.
But it is going to follow with a second. Sorry?
Can I attack again if it was a held action? If I have the multi-attack? Or not?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll reply with another attack. What's the AC for the Slard?
Well, right now it says 0, which I think is right. I don't know what just happened. It just said 2
it's
and
11,
now it says 0.
It's 11 plus
Okay.
the level of the spell.
Okay, so I think it's a 4th level. So,
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's still
so 15.
Oh, so 15. Okay, so it just misses. And then it's going to try to bite the slide as well. And that will hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Does 17 piercing. And give me a... Oh, sorry. It does 9 piercing. Fuck, that confuses me. Does 9 piercing, and give me a con save for the slide.
Is there a way to just apply just the piercing damage, or should I just subtract it with my brain? I can do that.
Yeah, just right click on it, and you can just type minus 6 and enter, and it'll do the math for you. Okay, and it
Ethel actually doesn't take that much damage, so
it's going to step over to here. It sees Alina and Lulu as well. Alina, you're no longer hidden, unfortunately. And it's going to step over to here, and then okay. Jean Lamont.
Okay, Jean is gonna bring out an entangle spell.
Actually, maybe I'll. Sorry, let me just go back a bit before you do that, if that's okay.
Okay.
I've changed my mind about something. 10, 15, 20, 25. Another creature appears. This creature is even larger than the creature that came into the room before it.
I don't know if we have the best lineup for this fight in this room.
What? No, this is the dream team.
This looks like a gnoll as well, but yeah, much larger. It's got this big mane of like grey fur, and it's also more elaborately armored. This one's actually wearing some breastplate, and it is carrying this big flail with these spiky balls on the end of it, multiple spiky balls that it's kind of like spinning around itself, and this thing is like actually it looks like it's a little bit shorter and kind of broader in stature than some of these other gnolls. So it's kind of big but a little bit shorter, and it just has these kind of slightly more rounded ears, and there's something about it that looks almost a little bit more kind of demonic than some, and more intelligent than some of these gnolls that we've been fighting so far. And
I'm coming for it.
Let me see if it's going to do anything. How far has it moved? Yeah. Okay. It's going to join its buddy and also try to attack this slod.
Poor Slod.
Tries to
My beautiful sacrifice.
smash at it with this flail.
No. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Alright, so that's gonna hit. So it does 7 bludgeoning damage, and the slot needs to give me a wisdom save.
I don't think the Slod's gonna be good at that.
Although this won't,
The Slod was fine at that.
It's actually good. It's actually good for me that it passes in a way, I think. Oh no, because it says other than... Oh yeah, so it would have... If it had failed, the slide would have gotten a free attack on the other thing. On the sort of like
Darn.
crazy, like possessed looking gnoll.
Can I choose to fail?
No. That's interesting. Can you sometimes choose to fail? Not in this case.
Okay.
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I'm going to have to look into that. I'll have a think about that. Okay, it looks like this is going to also hit as it kind of... What does it have, like multiple flails, or are these all part of the one flail?
I
If it's
only
the thing I
heard
think
spiky
of-
balls.
if it's the thing that I think it's doing, it has 3 specific flails that it could choose to do randomly.
Yeah,
if
but
the
it's
same
like
thing I'm thinking of.
yeah, which I imagine it is, but I'm just because it doesn't specifically say if they're actually separate. Like, how is it holding them? It only has like 2 hands, and there's like 3 of them. I guess maybe they're all kind of connected to this one flail, but they seem to have a will of their own. Like, it's kind of controlling these things. Like, they're actually like hovering in the air a little bit, and kind of it's like spinning them all around. They're kind of spinning separately and shit. So it hits with this flail of pain. And does a bunch of damage and bludgeoning and psychic
I
damage.
only take the bludgeoning damage.
Only take the bludgeoning.
So
Yep.
Nice.
So
Okay.
it'll only take the 10 damage?
Oh yeah, so it would be.
Oh, it's 5?
5
Or 10?
10. It's 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Slod is still just alive. We love you, Slod.
Then it will attack with this flail of paralysis.
No!
And hits.
That'll kill Slod almost definitely. Rip
bludgeoning
Slod.
damage.
We loved you.
8 bludgeoning.
Rip Slod.
Okay. Okay. And. Okay. Interesting. All right. Jean Lamont.
Okay, Jean Lamont is gonna try and tangle these guys. Can I put it here?
Yep.
Okay, then I would like them to give me some DC 17 strength saving throws.
Okay. Maybe just cast the spell. Just makes it easier
yeah.
as well. Then I can just click the thing.
Consume. Okay.
Okay. Just a couple of strength saves.
Haha!
And remember, on your turn, you can try to identify these creatures if you wish to do so.
Ooh, yeah, can I?
Yep. Give me a. I'm sure it'll be an Arcana check for these things. Well, actually, because they're kind of. Yeah, an Arcana check for these. Nope. Okay, and so both of these creatures are restrained.
Mm-hmm. And that area is difficult terrain.
All right.
Okay, and then I will also give a bardic inspo to Alina. Yeah.
Okay. 5, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. This thing is going, this gnoll kind of dashes up around here. Okay, Mahkah.
Sorry. My plans just changed so quickly.
What? Just keep changing rapidly today, don't they?
I'm like, hi guys, Ethel, you said it was all clear before. I'm like, oh, where's everyone? I'm like, oh.
That was just cowering
in the corner.
I was gonna say, could he have made it that far with the difficult terrain of the web? Entangled?
He didn't. It won't entangle that guy.
Oh yeah, it's just difficult terrain.
It's just difficult terrain
For
that
them?
guy. For that guy.
Oh, so if I move through it, it's not difficult terrain for me?
No,
No,
it is
it
difficult
is-
terrain for
okay.
you as well.
Well, unless you dash.
Okay, I was just asking about the gnoll that just ran through it. That's why I was like, how freaking far did he come from?
Yeah, he dashed. He was dashing.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Mahkah. Okay, no, I'm just thinking out loud to myself. He will like to move his. He's bringing his moonbeam along. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Excuse me, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam coming through. Just place it there for the moment. And bonus action, he will like to wild shape. He's been waiting for this for a very long time.
Okay.
He will like enter world shape into an earth elemental.
Ooh.
His
Okay.
new level as well.
Oh.
Hey guys, that's right. I've got it here. Let's back it up.
Okay. So what earth elemental was it, sorry? Or
No,
just
earth elemental.
Just an earth elemental? Okay, sweet.
Big
Earth
boy.
Elemental. Oh man, lots of things aren't working properly. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Get rid of that one.
So that moonbeam, well, I don't know if it will really get you.
It doesn't have to cover more than 50% of your area.
Yeah, squares with 50% or more covered are included. I have a thing here saying Foundry is correct, but maybe not. For these ones, these little ones, it's like, yeah, that's clearly not covering 50% of you. Anyway, you're a big guy. Anything else?
In turn. No,
Okay.
no thanks.
Alright. Let me see. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60. Oh no, I can't really do that, so it's going to be there. Okay.
Can I attack him with my action before?
Yeah, go for it.
I was just waiting for somebody to get close enough. I was like, come on, a little further.
Hit.
Sweet.
Nice. Okay, and now it's your turn.
Nice.
You can still add sneak attack.
Oh, yeah,
Still-
sneak attack.
It's in threat. It is right next to an ally.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Oh.
That kills it.
Yes. Whoa, Mahkah shrunk again.
What happened,
What
Margaret?
happened? He shrunk.
I'm not.
I'll do it again.
I was like, I can't get past you, and then you shrunk. I was like, oh, thanks.
Okay.
Excuse me, pardon me. Okay, I'm gonna attack this one right beside us with booming blade and short sword.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
What was that thing that you have there? Something to do with it. That's a turn. What's that sword that
I
you
typed ready, and I just clicked on the sword. Maybe it was something else.
Oh, it's
reaction
reaction
use. Sorry
use.
about that.
That's
I just
alright.
typed RE and then clicked the sword.
have? That's okay. 25 hits.
Okay.
Obliterators.
8 slashing.
And booming blade.
It's still alive, but it's not looking good. Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, she's not dead yet.
Oh, please. I'm not gonna actually hit something. It dies.
Alright.
And I think that's all I can do.
Okay, Ethel.
All right. I'm gonna cast haste on giant earth elemental Mahkah.
Sweet.
Oh, I guess I wasn't concentrating on sub and aberration anymore. And then yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here. Oh, it said I lost concentration on the sub and aberration, but yeah, I did
right.
because Slot is gone. So yeah, and I will just hang out. I'm just gonna watch the show now.
Okay, Lulu.
Lulu is gonna fly over here and tusk this guy.
Directly in front of it?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll have advantage because it's restrained.
Eh.
And you're also. Oh no, never mind. One second.
Nice. 21 hits. 3 piercing.
And then she's gonna fly away.
And don't forget, anyone can try to identify these things. You can like learn
Ooh,
stuff
can
about them as
Lulu
well.
try to identify them?
Yeah, Lulu. Yeah, roll an Arcana check with advantage.
Would she recall fighting these things when they
Yeah,
were
that's
facing Yahoo?
why I was giving her
Advantage.
advantage. Did you say Yahoo? When they were fighting that bloody Yahoo.
I was trying to say Yahoo, and I think I just stopped halfway. It's like Yahoo.
That's good enough. She identifies this as a Flind. These are very strong and vicious gnolls that command war bands of gnolls, and I'm just seeing if there's anything else here that's important. Yeah, they have these flails that are imbued with magic by Yinagu himself, by that bloody Yahoo himself. Yeah, they're kind of like, all of these things are sort of part demon, but this one in particular seems like it has like a lot of demon blood in it. And Lulu would be able to quickly shout out as well that it doesn't really have any resistances. Stick it with whatever you got! Alright, Kensei Kenway.
What's this with what find did you... What is this about a find? Where the fuck did you guys go, Daxie?
It's so funny when it zooms over to you, because I like click the combat tracker and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, Ethel! What are you doing way over there? That's all I can do.
Ethel's like,
I guess you can see all those gnolls, the bodies, like you can see the carnage as we're walking through.
Oh yeah, just follow the carnage. Okay, so this one is going to attempt to get free, I think. So it'll do a strength save. What was the DC?
17.
17, okay. That's,
Nice.
Nice.
Silver Bobs.
Can you do that
No.
in response to a save? Probably not. I think it's like an attack or...
No,
Maybe?
it's any successful D20 roll.
Oh, okay, sweet. Awesome.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
I was just opening mine to confirm it wasn't just attack too, because I was gonna do it if you didn't.
It fails then.
Okay.
And that's its action as well. Can it do anything else? Not really. Nope, it's just like struggling to reach down and like pull its legs out of these vines. Okay.
Oh, sorry. That guy could have made an opportunity attack against Lulu. I just realized.
Oh, he was too distracted by these vines growing around his leg
Okay,
and
cool.
forgot about it. Okay. This, I guess it's going to do the same thing. It doesn't realize that there's another silvery barbs lurking out there.
Yeah, who are you giving the advantage to?
Oh, yes, sorry. Who's next? Sorry.
That's all right. It failed to get out anyway.
Failed to get out. Oh, Mahkah.
Actually, wait, sorry. If you... I can't really do it because I've already seen the roll. But it can, like, hack at these vines, can't it?
It can hack at these. I think so, actually.
I should have done that.
Let me just double check.
But that's all right. It's already
I
failed.
think
It hasn't worked that out yet. Okay, Jean Lamar.
I'm not sure. It doesn't say in the spell, but
Okay, maybe you can't.
maybe. Okay. Jean Lamar is just... Ooh. I can do Eldritch Blast. Can I do Eldritch Blast while concentrating? I'm sorry. I'm so bad
Oh,
at
yeah.
remembering this.
It doesn't say
okay.
that you can attack the
Yeah.
vines.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this guy. He's creepy.
Yeah, and you have advantage. There's restraint.
Indeed. And bless.
That hits.
Okay.
13 force damage. 17 misses.
Ooh, okay. And I'll
It's a
try
little
it
bit
again.
difficult for you to kind of get at it from behind Alina and this big earth elemental. That hits.
Goodness.
Alright, 6 force damage. Okay. Mahkah elemental.
Earth elemental. He turns around and looks
Mahkah
at Ethel.
mental.
Gives Ethel a big thumbs up. with haste.
Uses a whole action to just do a thumbs up. And you're like, now I got
Yeah.
That was the haste
I'm sorry,
action.
that was your turn. Oh yeah, that was the haste. That was the haste action.
Marcus action. Bang. He's bringing that moonbeam around.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Wait a minute, but it'll pass through. But arguably it
No,
won't.
I think we talked about not using it like a magnifying glass with light.
What do
You
you
have
mean?
to enter it on your turn or start your turn in it.
Oh, so
Yeah,
if it
'cause this
moves
happened.
through, I forget Moonbeam every fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
I
had
could
this
u- I-
issue in the Dungeon of the Dead 3.
Yeah, I mean it
Yeah,
does
the
say
fact
like
that
when a
it's-
creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts. Yeah, so it says it has to enter it. Okay, sweet.
Okay. That was my first action.
Yep.
Second action, haste. I would like to slam that one.
Ooh. Advantage.
Plus the D4 from
Yep.
plus.
Oh yeah.
Just smash it into oblivion.
So with
Okay,
haste
hold on.
though, doesn't
sorry.
it say that you can only use it to attack or something? This action can
Yeah,
be
I am.
used only to take the attack, one weapon attack only, dash, disengage,
Yeah, so I'm
hold.
using haste
Oh, so
to
you-
attack.
And
I'll use
so,
my
right, so that was your
action.
normal action, and then this is
That
your
was my
haste
normal
action.
action. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Oh,
slam,
and plus
slam.
there's a D4. Plus there's a D4 on that.
You have advantage as well.
Which one were you attacking? Sorry, the left or the right, or the flint?
right.
Okay, flint.
Sorry, that was advantage, and I forgot the D4.
That hits. $13 bludgeoning. All right. Kind of yells out in this strange. Actually, this utterance from this creature's mouth is in abyssal, and it just says, "I will kill you all."
We couldn't understand it.
Only Alina, I guess.
Okay.
can
Wait,
understand that.
we couldn't understand it. Sorry.
What? Sorry? Huh? I can't hear you. Okay, Alina.
Okay. Just gonna move into here. Do I have disadvantage or does it just break even?
Oh yeah, it breaks even.
Okay. This is fine, I guess.
17 hits.
With booming blade, sorry, just before I roll the damage. Okay. Not that he's moving, but just in case.
Another 10. Yep. Okay. He is like kind of snapping it at the air, like beginning to look a little bit more like frustrated and angry after shouting, and you kind of come around the corner and like do quite a lot of damage to him. He's bleeding quite profusely out of the wound of your sword.
We're like, come and get it, you son of a bitch, and I'll take bonus action disengage out.
All right. He just like roars at you as you step back. Ethel.
Gosh. I think there's not enough room here. I really wanted to add Bigby's hand to the mix, but there's really not enough room in here, so I can't do that. So I'm just gonna magic missile at a 3rd level at this guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Adding to the machine guns is Ethel coming up the back with magic missile.
That does what? 5 darts? Because it's 3 and then plus 2 more levels.
Yes.
Nice.
Taka taka taka.
So 20 damage. Okay. It's just
And that's
roaring
it.
and screeching. It's looking very singed and bloodied, but it's still clinging on. Lulu.
I think Lulu's just gonna stay there.
Okay. Can we?
Why are you screaming? What exactly did you do? Whoa, ugly! What the fuck is that? Points at the elemental.
We have to kill it.
Get away! Wait! Look! Fuck! Dash. Get closer. And 5, 10, 15. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to bring up the cold man. I'm gonna put him like right. I'm gonna first set him above, but I'm gonna use my free action to move him over here.
Okay. So he's like 5 feet up or something?
We'll just put him on the ground afterwards. I just want to place him there at the ground, and then we'll just set him on the ground to avoid stuff, and just make sure that, you know, there's something blocking for any more stragglers to come running in. And that is all I can do.
Okay, moonbeam, moonbeam.
Finally!
All right.
Ah,
Well, bit of a letdown.
After all that.
5 rating. Oh well.
that was something.
It is going to. It's just going to attack the elemental that is bearing down on it. It lets go of like trying to pull itself out of these vines. So it first tries to kind of snap at the elemental. I'm gonna break
It
its
has
teeth on
advantage
the
from
rock.
the restrained.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
does
sorry,
it
it has
have
disadvantage.
disadvantage?
Yeah.
Also, you have +2 to AC from haste. I don't know if you're factoring that in right now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it should be 19.
So,
AC.
so it misses. And then it will attempt to claw at you a couple of times. Misses. Oop. Misses. Alright. It's, just looking very frustrated. This Flind is, Sorry?
Moonbeam.
It's not more than 50 in its square, though. Oh, but actually, the moonbeam, can it go there? Wouldn't it? It would need to go on a vertex, I believe.
Oh.
Although, in that case, then it would never. I don't.
I was looking for the rules as we were trying to in between combat. I couldn't seem to find it. Was it?
Let me see. This phase. 5-foot radius. 40-foot high cylinder. On a point within range. Like, I would usually put... But let me see, actually. I'm a bit... Surely we were usually just putting it in the middle, because otherwise... I don't even know if it would do anything. Like, for a circle, you would usually choose the vertex as the center. But if it were here... Yeah, that's where it should be. Then it will get both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, give me the moonbeam damage for this one.
Damage.
Nice. It's looking pretty singed. But not dead yet. Okay, it is going to... Actually, I'm going to say... Oh, yeah, that would have been Mahkah anyway. But it doesn't actually see the cold man appear behind it. So, it is going to lash out with this flail of chaos. Oh, it has disadvantage. Okay, it still hits with a 25.
No. Silver barbs.
Okay.
I was chewing.
Alright. Ooh, still hits.
Ooh.
With a 23. Okay. Bludgeoning damage, and give me a wisdom save.
Yeah, so just give me a second. I just want to have a look.
Maybe you wanna... Oh.
Oh no. I was just checking because it's got like a heap of resistances.
Oh yeah. So this is
Which means-
bludgeoning. It's resistant. It just says physical. So yeah, it's resistant to physical. So it'll only take half of that. So just 5 bludgeoning.
Okay, and wisdom save?
Yep.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
at the
just have
D4.
to call. Yeah. Sorry, just need a marker sheet.
Oh no, you would make the save with the earth elemental.
Oh no, it's because it's wild shape. He gets to replace it. He gets to keep his mental stats.
Wisdom.
Oh, because it's wisdom.
intelligence.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Okay, that's cool.
What's a D4?
Awesome. Okay, so that is not a problem. It's gonna keep wailing at you, flailing at you. It had disadvantage, sorry. Yep, that one misses. And then flail of paralysis.
Oh.
That one misses as well. Okay, JL.
I think he's just gonna try and pew pew the bloody guy.
Alright.
Again. Okay, we still have the bless.
Yep.
Okay.
10. Not enough to kill him yet. But there's a very good chance that this is his end. Yep, give me the damage. Give me the damage. Ooh, he's dead. Ooh. How do you kill this Flind?
Warm up these hands and oh, this power explodes and it fries up his face.
His face just like melts away as these eldritch blasts just go like directly into his face, and the skin and the hair just goes up in these crackling flames, and it just melts away as you're like watching him, and you can see this like dog-like skull behind the skin as it melts away, just like crying out in pain as he falls back with this like revealed skull head. Mahkah Elemental.
Mahkah Elemental. That's it. With the slam. Okay.
Sorry guys, a little bit over time, but we'll finish it with the death of... Oh, it could go the other way. Maybe this guy will kill all of you. Yep, that hits. 10 bludgeoning.
Second attack.
It's just staring up at you with these red eyes, with this trail of red light trailing out from its eyes as it kind of like shakes around erratically. 15 hits as well.
So that's the damage.
Oh, sorry, that's the damage.
one
Sorry,
before
I
was
think I just
21.
did 21. I just gave it 21. 15. Okay. It's not looking good, but it's still alive.
And it turned.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if I walk into this moonbeam, I take damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk around, I guess. 5, 10, 15. Okay.
Sweet.
Excuse me, pardon me. Just coming through. I'm gonna attack with my short sword and booming blade. I have
That's a hit.
advantage just in case. Okay, cool.
Not quite dead, apparently.
Oh, this is fine. I'm not worried.
Okay, Alina gets another session finisher. How do you kill this this crazed, possessed Gnoll?
I'm gonna take my sword and purposely like slam him into Mahkah so his head like cracks against the stone, and then hopefully breaks his neck and just falls over dead.
Nice, yeah, you just see this
Mahkah
loud
lifts
like
his-
snap.
Mahkah lifts his knee up. He lifts his knee up as it's coming through.
I'm gonna yell, "Skull Crusher!" Like he knows exactly what's coming as I'm running around behind him. He's just ready.
He ran into my knee. I didn't do it. That was my knee.
Alright, sweet. As the chamber falls silent, we'll leave it there for the session. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for playing.
Good time.
Excellent killing all.
Been a long time since we've had a tight hallway crawl, so felt like
Gosh,
we were.
you know what? I kind of missed it.
I feel like
Yeah,
we're
I did.
really like we
I love
are
dungeon
Good old
crawls.
times.
organized now.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting better at getting out of the way.
I'm glad,
Just all like lining up.
I'm glad I kind of
my
told
roots.
you to kind of like go get with the others because that would have been interesting if we were just still in that one room.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
fighting those
That one
things.
though.
Yeah, you leave the dream team to their
We
devices.
were
and
fine. We were doing perfectly fine with the entangle and then haste.
Oh yeah,
Gonna
no,
polish
we
that off
totally
in
would have
no
killed it, and you can't tell me that we're wrong on that because you know we can never prove it. So
Yeah, the wasps never stood a chance.
The
Yeah.
entangle was fucking good.
that was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I'm surprised you
It's
can't
perfect.
get rid of it. Actually.
Yeah, it just really locks everything down. It's just like such a pain. Like
Yeah.
basically the two
Yeah.
two big bads just standing there going like fuck.
That's his reaction.